Who this?
Who this? Well, welcome everybody. We're Candlekeep. Last session we actually rolled our characters, so that's nice. And we got some time to prepare, think of our backstories or connections to each other. And now we're ready to jump into the cave. And I'll set up some background music to give some ambience. Oh.
Then we start up Roll20.
Yes, I had about the same. I had like character screen open.
It's not major. I'm trying to set a setting. So
I was like, oh, background music. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
I have a question. Can you set a different token for the one that's like shown in my name and the one you use on the grid, or is that always the same token?
No, you can set a different. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it before. Different, but don't ask me how.
Follow-up question.
You
How?
mean the one in the bottom with the name tags?
Yeah.
That takes your profile picture from Roll20 itself. So that's
if
the main menu.
If you have a drop down in the bottom, it says S : and if you select the token
character,
character name, whatever you want. It's
what?
If you're in the chat menu,
Yeah.
all the way down on the bottom, you have S, and then you can select there your token and also other names if you have control over other tokens or.
Yeah. So, but if I want the token on the map to be a different one, that's there.
Oh no, sorry, the token on the map. That's something if you go to your journal and you press your thing, then. If you have a new token, just give it to me and I'll update it and I'll make sure, because I also connect your HP or your AC to it and stuff like that.
Question?
So it's synced.
I made a new token, but did I send it? I forgot if I did or not.
So I think the only way to do what I want is if you make like 2 character sheets and I select different ones or something like that. Because I think if you make the one I have now as a token on the map, it's going to be so small that you don't even see what's on it.
Interesting. Okay. So, just for all intents and purposes, I'll put you on the map here. Oh, why is it? It's showing. Okay, I'm dragging you. Roll20 is being weird.
I just changed my token because you took the picture and the token.
Yeah.
You see yourself on the map here?
Yep. Oh, that works. Cool.
Ooh, I need to zoom in a little bit.
Yes, it's like or zoom out.
Yeah, it's we don't have to place the tokens on the map, but that's your token for now.
It's pretty much
that works fine. Say. You don't have to replace it then.
Well. Anyways.
Cool.
We're there. Great. I'll introduce you to the setting. Standing atop a croggy crag overlooking the Sea of Swords, the massive citadel of Candlekeep has endured the elements for centuries and defied the degradation of time. Visible from miles around, Candlekeep has an eye-catching silhouette, a high wall interspersed with towers. This wall encloses a large space from which more towers rise. Those who behold the edifice say it looks like nothing more than a cake decorated with an overabundance of candles. The entrance of Candlekeep is a double gate that stands at the end of the Way of the Lion, the only road that provides access to and from the outside world. The route follows a lonely path across the peninsula, where Candlekeep stands, Those who gain entry discover a cloistered community of scholars milling around inside Candlekeep's walls, a place of enlightenment, conversation, and friendly debate. No better place in the realm exists for those who have love for or need for knowledge, and those who want to pursue such interests alongside fellow seekers. Candlekeep has a largest repository of written lore in Faerun, including the collected prophecies of an ancient sage named Alundo the Seer. Those compiled definitions make up a tiny fraction of the accumulated knowledge and secrets contained in the library's vast collection. Not all knowledge preserved in Candlekeep is of historical importance. The library holds thousands of lost recipes, old songs, collections of folklore, and journals written by folks whose time has long since passed. The abundance of these ancillary works makes finding notable tomes an exercise in patience and perseverance. Fortunately, a legion of scholars and sages called the Avowed look after the library and remain vigilant in the care and handling of all the knowledge in the world holds. Well, entering Candlekeep, and normally the required entrance fee of admission into Candlekeep is a work of writing not already contained therein. Those who show up at the gates without such gift are kindly but firmly turned away. The enormous double gates of Candlekeep are 3 times the height of a human and wrought of black metal magically warded to further attempts to damage them. Both doors are emblazoned with the sigil of Candlekeep. One of those 2 gates stands open far enough to admit visitors during the day, and the other one is kept shut. So, at this moment, you have all been given access to Candlekeep. You replied to a pamphlet that sought out help from outside world from the Keeper of the Tomes. And you replied, and after a brief selection period, you are the 4 ordained to go into the library today. And you all received, as you can find in your inventory, a sealed letter of admittance. But going into, give me a second, I have to look up some stuff. Going into the library. So at the gates, in purple vestments, 5 avowed priests of Daenir, the god of writing, oversee the gates, and they're examining and discussing writing works as presented by hopefuls that try to gain entrance. So what you see is if a question arises or people are introspecting the books that are being presented that gain admittance, they send a runner to consult with the sage in the library. And the runner will return bringing either a message of approval or denial. So the only way to admit somebody is with a new copy, but sometimes you see people that bring a very luxurious exemplary of a book or another version that will allow admittance. But you're actually passed through because you carry the seal of the Keeper of the Tomes. And but you are being escorted by an older gentleman, and his name is Orin Glass, and Orin is Orin Glass, and he is a fairly old human, and he is guiding you across the court of Ayr. Towards the Emerald Doors. And this is where you 4 actually meet for the first time, or maybe not, you've met before, but you're as a group, and Ora's like, come on, don't have all day, please join me, we can't keep the keeper waiting, hurry on. And you follow?
Yes, of course, sir. Lead the way.
Yes, no dilly-dally. And he starts, even for his old age, he has a fairly fast gait, and he starts moving across the court of air. And you see this is actually a very nice inner court of the Candlekeep with shops. You see an inn, some other storefronts, and quite a lot of people busy in the day doing some work, and a lot of robed people. So everybody wears robes here, like almost everybody, different colors, but a lot of them are embezzled with the seal of Candlekeep. And just give me a sec.
Out of character thing. There is like a static or like almost like a vacuum in the background when you speak or when your sound is on. I don't know if that's
my fan. Probably I'll try to.
All right.
It's although pretty hard. I'll try to tone it down a bit, but good to use it. But it's not in character. That's good to know.
Yeah, no.
You sound like a vacuum cleaner when you talk.
Nice.
That's.
Here I thought you had a special effects studio. I'm like, oh no.
Like you hear the wind blowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you close the court, as you can see on the map, towards the Emerald Door. And when you arrive there, I'll show it on. You don't have to move your toe. Not expecting combat right this minute. So, but you'll see this picture arriving you, the Emerald Door. And
bit on the nose, but okay.
Yeah, that's they like to call it what it is.
Direct.
Tell me, are those real? Real emeralds?
Oh, what? And you're talking in his wrong ear, so he's totally deaf at one ear. So he's like, what did you just say, young man?
Emeralds, real, fake?
Everything is here. It's real, or magical at least. Come on, hurry up. And
are we going through the door?
Yep. You arrive at the door, and it's at the western end of the court of air, and it's 50 feet tall, and it's made of a translucent dark green stone, and it glows with this inner light. And standing in front of the door is this dwarf, and you see this is the door for what beyond lies the actual library. So this is like the inner court with all the shops and all the stuff needed to maintain a city, so to say. But behind this door is where the real library lies. And this is the keeper of the door. Please present your acceptance letter to him, and he'll examine it. And 1 second. This is Garliff, and you see this dwarfish figure in like purplish robes standing in front of him, and he walks towards you. Good day, sir. Well, how are you doing? You're here to access the library?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Library, yes. It's, yeah.
Answering the call.
You, Oh, wow. And he sees the seal, and he breaks it, and he looks in it. This checks out, sir. Can I see your other... And he...
I hand him the ladder, and I walk up to the door, and I just touch it.
Please refrain from touching the door at this moment.
That's a serious size gem you've got there.
It's quite something, but if you think this is special, you should see the inside of Candlekeep. This checks out as well. You can continue hugging the door, and You he gives you back the letter. Yeah. And I assume everybody hands over their in the express.
Eventually, yes.
Eventually.
It takes some time finding it in between his shell.
That's awesome. Like brushing up all the Well, this all checks out. Oren, please escort our guests to the keeper. And he makes a hand gesture, and the door cracks open, and it swings open into the breast of Candlekeep, and there is a description of that as well. So you walk in, the door opens, and you walk inside of this library city, which is Candlekeep, where you heard stories about. You might have read stories about as a child, and it's a spectacular view. This is a forest of stone towers clumped around stocky buildings, and all joined together in the shadow of this high-walled citadel called Exaltation. So there's this big citadel in the center, which is called Exaltation, and the Avowed have transported towers of other places and other locations and reassembled them. So there's this big agglomeration of very weird towers, strange looking ones, architectures that mix and match, bristling spires, all these architectural styles. And there's also towers made of strange materials, such as like infernal iron, and what you presume is like bones of some colossal creature. It's very weird, but all these towers mix and match. But before you, and Oren tries to guide you to there, is the Bastion of Exaltation. It's the tallest and most heavily defended structure in Candlekeep. For the Citadel Stone, you can see over the walls of Candlekeep in every direction. You enter the Bastion, and Oren guides you through this maze of a building. Stairs up, stairs down, corners, seemingly no clear direction of where this building goes, and sometimes you think you should be coming back to a place you've been before, but your orientation is off, and chambers look bigger than they are from the outside. It's the strangest experience you had for a long time. But after almost like 20-30 minutes traversing this building, you end up in this pretty big antechamber and a big door. And Oren said, this is how far I'll bring you. Please stay seated, and the keeper will be with you shortly. Good luck, and all the best in Candlekeep. And he nods and turns away and walks away. And you're left alone, the four of you, in this pretty decent, luxurious looking chamber.
How would they know?
How would they know what?
They say you need to bring like something new that's written, a new book or something. How would they know they don't already have that book?
That's a good question.
Assume they have ledgers.
Yes,
Yeah,
but isn't that ledger then also like 10 million books? There's a lot of books here.
Has to be a magical ledger.
Magical ledger. Now we're talking.
You speak the name of the book and it flips to the correct page. And you can see which edition it has. Must be something like that.
What if you then put a fake title on the book? Like change one word so it's a new title?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask once we get in.
So after a couple of
Seems
minutes,
like interesting.
you see the door open on small opening, and you see this tiefling, this red tiefling with this bluish hair, very stylish. Looks at you guys. The keeper will be shortly with you, and closes the door.
That felt unnecessary.
No.
I'll just sit down with my staff across my lap and just sit and wait.
I'm gonna walk around the room. Are there any books here?
Interestingly enough, no. It's actually it's very no books here at all. It's actually a chamber with just some chairs and like a nice ornamental statue in the corner, but otherwise it feels like a dentist office almost.
I'm gonna have a look at the statue, and after I have a look around the room, I'm gonna take out a scroll case from my backpack. I'm gonna roll it on the floor, and I'm gonna start mapping the route that we walked in. So I'm starting to draw a map of the area we've passed through and what I've seen and like the marks.
Yeah, I like stand at your shoulder and like, no. We went left there. We didn't go right. It was the left turn we did. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, make me the first rule of the campaign. Make me a survival check or an intelligence check, either one, to see how much you can remember.
Can I make it a calligrapher's tools check?
Calligrapher? No. Calligrapher is like cartographer. Sure. Yeah, cartographer.
I'm proficient with them, so I took that as a thing. And would that be an intelligence or?
I would say intelligence, yeah, based on remembering what you.
So then it's a 14 plus proficiency, so 16.
16, nice. You're pretty adept at this. You've been making maps of environments, forests, whatever you want. So you're pretty good at this. This doesn't make any sense. This building, based like you're drawing, but you're coming up at place like no, that's a wall. No, I couldn't have made that turn there. So you do your best, but it becomes a jumbled mess at some point. This place defies logic. So after
maybe we did go left there. Maybe you're right.
I told you, like the right is like a closed wall. Didn't you see? How can we go right? It's impossible. Wait, what we should do? Does anyone have any bread on him? I heard a story once about breadcrumbs. Anyone has bread? Or not?
That's a big place. You need to eat a lot of bread.
Anyone has a lot of bread? No? Oh.
Ate most.
Okay. So after almost an hour of waiting, the door opens fully now, and you see actually a couple of figures step out, and there's a dragonborn, bronze dragonborn, and a halfling, and they don't even they notice you, but they keep on moving, and they're talking amongst themselves and making some notes, and behind them you see stepping out the tiefling person again, so the reddish tiefling with the blue purple beard, and whereas everybody in Candlekeep wears robes of one color or another, this one actually has a nice blue vest, white dress shirt, and he says, yes, the keeper will see you now. Follow me.
On time.
Good.
What is this? Like, why?
And he turns to you while you're talking at him. I know you are not scholars and bit ruffians and stuff, but you're summoned here by the keeper. Please try to
Did he just call me a ruffian?
Try to retain some decorum here. I mean,
I'm no ruffian, dear sir. I'm a pirate. There's a big difference.
okay, follow me. And he leads you to the office of the keeper of tomes. And before you come in this room filled with books everywhere, the books wall to wall, and a nice window at the end of the room overlooking Candlekeep. Well, it's a very nice view. But before that view, you see this desk, and sitting behind the desk is this dark-haired woman, and she has pale complexion, bright blue eyes, and wears white robes. She's the only one you've seen with like stark white robes with some silver embroidery on the cuffs and stuff. And actually, she has also this blue sapphire gem in the middle of her head with a golden band sticking out. And she looks up from her. She's writing something down, and she looks up.
I'll take off my hat and make a bow. Good day, ma'am.
Good day. Please have a seat. And she points to the chairs standing in front of her desk. And she'll keep on writing until you all have sat down. And I assume you all sit down. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, of course. The new group. I'll keep this short, as I don't have a lot of time for all this at the moment. But thank you for responding to the call. You have been hand-selected as potential hands of the keeper being me, and the hands being you, of course. And you will only answer to me. I expect you to treat the other avowed with the respect they so clearly deserve. That being said, I trust you. Before I trust you with any of my tasks, I will need you to get acquainted with the way of working here in Candlekeep, so I can't have you bumbling about this place carrying the weight of my name with you. So for now, go and help. And she looks down a list. Matreous, he's researching some topics that are of specific interest to me. And he will tell you how you can help him with maybe some task he has. Do whatever he says, but report back to me with findings every couple of days. That's all. Thank you very much. Go see Matreous. You may leave now. And she ignores you completely and starts writing back to her ledger. And
excuse me. Hands of the keeper, you say? Is that important?
If you have any other questions, please direct them to my assistant, Maracas. Yes, Hands of the Keeper is extremely important. I thought you were hand-selected based on your intelligence. And anyways, this is a very important task. Look, and she says, okay, sorry for being this coarse. It's a rough time. But let's put it this way, these people here are under my care, under my protections. These avowed are the best minds of entire Faerun. They come here to study and learn. But there's also other things they have to deal with sometimes, which they are less equipped to. And I try to deal with those issues. That things that need handling outside of Candlekeep, or sometimes things that are not really in the wheelhouse of these scholars. So that's why I put out the pamphlets to see if we can get some people that are handy, pragmatic, and effective, but also are not complete idiots. And apparently you met that criterion. So congratulations. You can leave now.
Always hire a specialist to do a specialist job, and I do a little bow and take my hat and start walking towards the tiefling.
Yep.
I still have the hood up on my traveler's cloak, still holding my staff, and I just nod and follow him out.
She stopped caring for you 20 seconds ago.
So you must be Marcus?
Yes, and he opens the door and he makes sure that everybody leaves. And oh yes, the new hands. Yeah.
This Matreous fellow. How can we? Where can we find him?
Oh yeah, you don't know the way around here. I'll help you. I'll help you. I'll guide you to his place, and he will give you instructions of what he needs from you.
And
ready?
We're free to wander the grounds as we please.
Good. Thanks. No, of course not. So he grabs. He has a little office at the side of this antechamber, and he goes and he grabs you all this badge, which he gives all of you. Please pin this on your lapel, and actually maybe. And he looks around and he digs actually up for dark gray robes for you guys. Since you are not really seekers or avowed, this is the color you should be wearing on these grounds. Please, if you're not wearing robes, don't wear any other colors. I mean, for the love of God. But here's the badge, and that would let you into this inner ward and into the city without any problems.
I pin the badge to my deep purple bright lapel.
Yeah, and you can look up the badge in your event in the custom items. If you it's a badge of the avowed, I think. I don't know. I created a custom item for that.
And I'll put robes, like drape them over my shoulder.
Very well. Oh, you should have liked this. I am sorry, we don't seem to have your size at the moment. There is this shop in the court of air, and they can shorten the bed for you.
Thank you.
And probably goes the same for you. And I'll have to figure out what your heights are again. But I think your character Rudy is also pretty small, right? And yours.
Yes, 3 feet.
Yeah.
I'm slightly shorter than that still.
Yeah.
I am. My character is 6'4".
Yeah. So
you're a tall one.
Yeah, you are too small. So you're too tall, too small. But no, yeah. And he will escort you through Candlekeep. Different path this time. You may try to keep track. To be fair, even though cartographically it doesn't make any sense trying it out, based on your skill set, you start to see some points like, okay, I've seen this place before, and this leads to that. And after a couple of minutes walking, he'll lead you to a room. Room 222. It's actually 222, and this is where Matreous is residing at the moment. I think that's all for now. We don't have any place for you to stay yet, so you can stay in the Heart, the inn in the Court of Air for now. Get rooms there, and we'll make sure that it gets compensated with your salary.
Fair enough.
That's it.
Talking about salary.
Yeah. He was almost leaving. Yeah. What? Salary. You haven't done a job yet.
Well, normally outside of these roles, it's customary to decide upon reward or payment before the job.
Yeah. I understand. See here, and he looks over some ledgers. We have you for 5 gold a day. At the moment, depends on prestige and loyalty if that goes up, and that should be enough, right?
For our trial period, that should suffice for me.
Yeah, that sounds good. You know what? And here's a down payment for this week, and he gives you all 50 gold. And
50 gold.
sorry, yeah, 10 day, yeah, 50 gold. He gives you all 50 gold. I consider this as like an advantage. If it for some reason doesn't work out with your group, just keep this as a nice memento and no strings attached. But otherwise, this is your first week's salary.
When you say no strings attached, I sort of I chuckle, and as I open my money pouch, the observant of you notice that there's a string tied around it and a little bell, so that if anyone touches it, the bell wrinkles. And I close the pouch.
Nice. So he leaves you in front of the door of Matreous, and he walks off in the direction.
This is more money I ever had. What are we?
Okay. I wonder if the thing we need to do is dangerous. If they pay you so much up front.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
I suspected it was. I mean, well, dangerous. I mean, they're library people, but I suspect they're the type of things which.
Even books can hurt if you drop them high enough.
Are you afraid? Didn't seem
What?
like the person to strike fear.
Afraid?
Or
Is that a joke?
suspicious.
Yeah. I'm just wondering. Sorry, old man. Are you okay there? Up there? And I look at. I can't remember your name, Tino. What's the name of your character?
It's in Discord. Yeah. It's even in Roll20.
It's Rudy. No, it's Inyap. I look up Inyap like, are you okay, old man?
Who are you calling old?
Well, you seem. Well, I had a great grandfather, and he was about as sluggish as you are. So I figure you must be old.
You all just are fast. I'm a kid, really. Especially in your numbers.
That's why you've never seen so much money. You'll learn to appreciate it, and it will just disappear as easily as it comes.
It will?
In my experience, it does.
Especially when you're in a nice tavern. When the beer is good and the ladies sing. Ooh.
Can't have beer yet.
Oh, you're right. It's quite early in the morning for beer. So, but well,
how old
what
are
time
you?
is it actually? I assume it's morning, but
It's pretty early. Yeah.
Hey, nice thing.
I'm 15 in your numbers.
You can't have beer at 15? What place do you come from? I mean, you shouldn't have too much, but I mean, youngins be youngins. They can have some beer.
Well, I tend to try and remain myself. Things happen when I lose control.
Can't hold your liquor then. Oh, I imagine it's difficult to clean the inside of a shell.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
What you need is a nice full mug of grog. Even you will like it. It's green, so you are green. So what?
I do like green.
Don't
You
like
want the door. So when do we get to read the books?
You're here to read books? Well, I'm sort of here to read books, but I think we have to do the work first before we can get access to any of the books.
Shame.
You can ask. When I knock on the door.
You knock on the door. No sound.
I try to open the door.
It opens, and 19 seconds. Well, that's very exact. That's
really
precise.
specific.
Okay. So, wow, sorry, that's the cut off card.
Just ask T Inyap his life story. It will take you quite a bit more than that.
So you open the door and you see this study with there's a chair, a desk, a bed, small windows shedding some light from the outside, but it's glass and LED windows, so there's you can't really see outside, but there's light streaming in from the outside of Candlekeep into this room, and that also gives you attention to all the dust particles flying around. It's very stuffy, and there's this desk littered with books strewn about, and you see a half-eaten sandwich lying around, some coffee, and nobody else. It's just an empty room. It's not a big room. It's probably something like 4 by 4 meters or 3 by 3 meters.
Does the sandwich look edible?
Make a medicine check. No, it looks edible. It's like a freshly half-eaten sandwich. Yeah. Looks pretty. You don't have to roll for that. You say hello. No response.
Inyap slowly starts moving towards the sandwich.
No.
Matreous.
No.
I
reply.
just hammer my staff on the floor like.
And a lot of dust comes off some of the shelves, and it even gets stuffier in the room. That's the only effect it has.
I guess you get to read books today.
And he's he's eating the sandwich.
As soon as he reaches for the sandwich, I take my staff and hit him over the hand.
Make an attack roll. No.
Don't say anything. Just hit him over the hand. I take the staff and take it down again.
Mm.
I'm gonna go around the desk towards the chair and start looking if there's anything that's not dust covered that seems recently used.
Yeah, so you can look around at the desk, and there's some tomes lying out around, but there's one book that lies open in the middle of the desk, which seems the most recently used. It's actually at the place where the chair is, and it's open.
Oh, it's a normal human-sized desk. I'll stand on the chair and read what's in the tome.
So you have a look at the book and make me DC. Make me an Arcana or History check, just for my fun.
11.
Yeah, there's this familiarity visage on the outside of the book, and I'll show it to you in a second. But you can't right place it. It's a pretty thick foam, and it looks so familiar. Don't know what it is though. But let's see. You see some scribblings. So you see the book. It's written. It's a nice stenciled lettering, but you see some handwritten notes crossed around the pages as well, based on what you're perceiving. And
do I get any idea of what this book is about?
Yeah. So you. What do you know based on that?
Like, is it a dictionary or a novel? Or...
No, you see there's a lot of explanation, and let's see what you can learn about the book. Give me a second to double check this. Yeah, it's actually make me another check. Are you still looking alone at this, or are people helping you with this, or?
No, we're not helping.
Nobody's helping. Okay, so that's great. You can.
I find when we haven't thought of it ourselves, then it's too late. That's how I feel like it.
No, you roll me another Arcana check to see if you can decipher what the. No idea. It's there's some shorthand, but it's in common, but it doesn't make it's all gibberish to you. It's very weirdly. It's very old as well. It's very weirdly phrased.
And yeah, would be roaming around the room looking at different books that are there.
Yeah, make me investigation or investigation check to see what
any
Are you
anything, either storybooks or anything concerning like creature types or lore about creatures, humans, elves, that kind of thing. So either history or just stories.
So there's a lot of books here, and that's a fact. Based on the cover, it's hard to make out what the stories are about. So you thumb through some of them, but you don't have the feeling that they're really talking about adventures or novels. A lot of these seem more like books describing events or situations or notes from other wizards. What they're talking about is not very clear to you. Yeah.
So we just wait.
I suspect he's going to come back for his lunch, and I point at the sandwich that you're just eaten, or almost eaten.
He gets like a longing look towards the sandwich. Yeah. Maybe he won't come back though.
Yeah, maybe we should have forced that Arakus guy to actually take us to him rather than drop us off in front of an office. Okay with waiting, and I continue trying to decipher this book. So I'm slightly annoyed that I don't understand what's the book.
Make another Arcana or history check.
I'm fine with just failing.
Yeah, so you this is all new to you, Candlekeep. So many impressions. So you saw something, you glazed over it, but now you're looking at it a bit more intense, and you actually read this book is about this major wizard, Mordenkainen, and it's called The Joy of Extradimensional Spaces. And that's actually that's how could you not remember that's this picture on the cover, and it explains a bit about creating permanent versions of spells, and it goes a lot about other dimensions and pocket dimensions and stuff like that. And you actually decipher the handwriting a bit, and what you believe is a word written down in the side notes. It's called. There's a lot of scribbling, but one word that stands out to you is between quotes. It says scepter.
Scepter or setter?
Scepter, like the big cane from Kings. Cane of Kings. That actually sounds better.
I won't really go out, but I'll just stand on the desk and walk around on the desk see if there's like a scepter lying around.
Make an investigation check. Or perception, based on where you're looking around. Holy shit. You see this room. Like, it's very obvious that there's no scepter lying around. Nothing actually very valuable, except for the books, of course, but yeah.
Well, I guess this guy was doing research on, other dimensions.
Other
Might be.
dimensions? What does that mean?
Well, it might be why that Arcus Gafella thought he was still in the room, but didn't see him leave. If he left through some sort of dimensional door or portal. Might be here quite a bit longer than I thought.
Huh. What are your storm stories about dimensional travel? Could be waiting forever. That's the case. Huh.
So, I have a question. If you think we are super fast, is forever longer for you or shorter?
Huh. I guess. I have to think about this one. And he just like glazes over and goes into his mind. Like.
I'm gonna eventually jump off the desk and walk over to SC and like tug on his rope.
Look down.
Right.
And
so
I haven't removed my hood in all the time that we've seen each other. So none of you have seen my face yet. And my hands are covered in wrappings.
You haven't said much today. Is this within your skill set? Okay. So, are we going back to Marcus? Tell him he failed in his simple assignment of bringing us to the right person? I mean...
I would say that he did.
That might take him down a peg from his high horse. If he can't even escort 4 people towards the right person.
He's an idiot. That's what I think.
The answer is longer.
Oh. Okay. What was the question? Rudy, you remember the question?
I have no idea. I'm just playing along here.
Okay.
How long is forever?
Oh. Hi.
Longer
Okay. Yeah.
or
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
shorter?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's even longer for you. I don't want to wait for forever then.
Well, if you look at it like this, you're very long, so forever must be longer.
Just turn around and walk towards the door.
That seems wrong.
I spin on the heel of my boot, and I also start walking towards the door.
Inyap waits for everyone to leave and just trails a little bit behind and tries to grab the sandwich for the last time.
Just goes and turns towards you, not saying anything. Looks at you.
Let him eat.
Disappointingly goes into his shell and takes out some dried up rations. Fine.
So you leave the office, all of you?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you leave and you go back to Marcus.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you find your way back. You start to know the layout of the castle a bit already. And he's sitting in his little office, and he looks up. Yes.
I was wondering.
You was wondering what?
Do you understand? Oh, I'll speak a bit slower, like in.
Please don't. What?
Can you bring us to Matreous?
Are you? He's looking over the list like, you're the group that passed, right? You are not.
Yeah.
Holy shit! These get worse and worse each season. I brought you
Excuse
to
me?
Matreous.
You brought us to the wrong place.
You might have brought us to his office, but we didn't ask you to bring us to his office, did we?
You didn't ask anything. You are going to Matreous, and if he's not there, he will be there shortly or not. It's not my problem. You go there. That's the order.
No, the order was to go to Matreous, not to wait for him in the office. And we asked you as the...
Well, go find Matreous. It's not my problem anymore. If you can't handle this simple task, then what the heck you're even doing here? Yeah, I mean, this is not looking good for you. And he, please. And
I jump on his desk.
You jump on his desk?
Yeah. And I'm gonna look at him.
I'm this close for you to kick you out of this station.
You must be the rudest person I've met all month.
I grab his collar and try to lift him off the table.
I bet he fights like a dairy farmer.
Well,
Turn around towards where we just walked back from, and I just start heading towards the office again.
Yeah.
when
are you letting you grab yours, by the way?
I'm letting him grab me.
Okay.
Just going like
walking
this.
with him with one hand on his collar and the staff in the other hand.
And he's shaking his head, and you see him making some notes, like. And you hear well, you probably hear it all, like you hear him mumbling, like idiots. Yeah.
Inyap gets back into the office, he'll put like a book or something over the sandwich just to not have it inside.
Yeah, so at some point you find your way back.
Rations.
You find actually a different route to the office. Something seems to have changed, like some corridor, but thinking of the right way, you'll get there.
Without saying anything, I reach into my backpack and I hand Rudy a ration pack.
We're gonna do the crumbs.
And when you open it, there's no meat in it. It's all the hardtack, all the dried fruits, all the nuts, the cheese. It's all there, but there's no meat in there.
You said Rudy, maybe you meant Inyap, or...
All right. Yes. Sorry.
No. New
Turtle
campaign,
man.
new characters. It's fine.
Yes.
Thank you. So, going, I guess.
I'm gonna start looking around on the desk, but like trying to put the book that Inyap put over the sandwich to turn it so that it's outside of Etsy's vision, and then I'm gonna take the sandwich when he's not looking.
Make a sleight of hand check. What's your passive perception?
12.
You don't see it.
Nope.
And then, if we're waiting like some 10 minutes later, I'm gonna walk over to Inyap and like tap on his, well, shin, I guess, or knee.
Knee.
And, like, hand him the sandwich the moment he's not looking.
Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Turn my back to Let's see.
You may throw your head into the shell.
Just go.
You hear some noise coming from
goes in the side.
Yeah, you hear some noise coming from the shell. Nice. Awesome.
Well, so did you find any nice books in Yep?
Not really. A lot of wizard stuff. Nothing interesting.
Wizard stuff can be interesting.
To some.
You also saw the book on the table in Yap, even though Haggis was studying it, but you also noticed that book, of course. I don't know. You can roll an investigation check to see, also an Arcana check to see if you recognize the book tone.
I mean, probably not.
Not for you.
I mean,
yeah, you sit there and you wait, and you see actually it's becoming noon already, and the coffee is like cold, and you're waiting there. But actually, at some point, a clerk comes in, and he opens the door. You're not Matreous.
Oh, we're looking for him. So are you. Is it usual that he's like gone and leaves his breakfast?
I mean, people are here all over the place, but leaving breakfast, that's not Matreous. I don't know. If you see him, tell him I'll expect him at the usual place at 3. But good luck. And he closes the door and is off again.
Does anything in here other than the fact that it's messy books and everything look out of place? Like someone's been fighting or someone's been moving stuff in a hurry?
Make an investigation check.
More than a messy library.
Or perception. Or you can do a perception investigation based on this if you want to perceive.
Both not great.
It's hard to say. To be honest, you would know there's like no clear signs of struggle, right? There's no blood or splash marks anywhere, or people dying or whatever, dead corpses, nothing of the sort. So based on that roll, you see that, but that's you don't know.
Well, you seem to be our moral compass. And I look at Essie. Is it okay to go to his stuff if he's not here and he might be missing? And as he nods, I start prying open the drawers on the desk.
You don't have to pry, they slide open. Make me an investigation check.
Slightly disappointed.
You put in your like. It's not very hard to DC. They're filled with writing equipments, quills, ink pots, pencils, markers, tape, we color tape to mark passages, and you actually see some color tapes in some of the books, but nothing special. And some blank paper.
Oh. He seems like a boring guy. I close it again. Are there any more drawers?
This is the content of all the drawers, sort of based on that rule. Yeah.
I guess I'll go there. Yeah. Too boring for my liking, and I jump off and I start looking if there's any cupboards or any things.
Any bookshelves?
Like there's a lot of bookshelves. They're filled with books.
Just gonna go start on shelf about shoulder level. I'm just gonna like try and tap on the spines of the books.
Yeah, you do that. Do me an investigation roll as well, just to see what you get from it.
Oh well, I guess lucky. Hope for a lucky roll. Where did he go? Nope.
So it's not like a very nice library where you can actually see all the books are lined up, where you can pull or something, where have 3 rooms. These are actually more like books that he probably lent from the library, strewn about and just placed on the shelves haphazardly. Nothing really interesting. Well, there's interesting. There's enough reading material. A lot about dimensions and spells and stuff like that, and some notes from other wizards. But did you share your findings? By the way, sorry. I forgot your name again. Haggis. You just saw some information in the book, but you didn't share it with anyone, right?
Oh, I told them that it was about extra-dimensional spaces.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Didn't specifically name the scepter. Maybe I should have, but well. So I'm gonna continue looking for this guy's hidden stash. So I'm looking for either the scepter or like hidden booze or something.
Yeah. Still roll me an investigation check again to see if you find
anything spicy.
I sit down at his desk and I take a piece of paper, an inkwell and quill, and as he looks around anymore, I'm just gonna write a note.
Yeah. So based on that investigation, you grab under the bed and you get something, because you get this silvery. You pull it out and it's a bedpan. It's an iron bedpan you pull out. So it's actually half full, so it's a bit smelly, but.
Well, that doesn't sound like a secret stash, and I push it back and look under the bed if there's more.
There's nothing there. You're reading a note, yeah?
Yep. I'm just writing. We have been asked to provide you with any assistance required. Unable to locate you at your offices. If need of assistance, please send runner to the house of rest. And I sign it like the hands. I guess we're more hands of the keeper, and I just go like, and I show it to the other guys, and I just start walking out.
All right.
Beer time. Rudy, is it beer time?
I would say I wouldn't say no to it.
So until what time do you wait in that room?
How long does it take us to walk from here to the house of rest?
20 minutes or something. It's not. It's not huge. Maybe based on the passages, 30 minutes or something. I don't know. It's not.
So, I would probably wait until 20 minutes before 5.
Okay, so 20 minutes.
Unless someone else leaves earlier, and then I would go with them.
So actually at 4ish, the other scribe that you that visited sooner, like, he walks in like, Matreous? No, he's not been back. I waited for him at our place in the library, but he didn't show up.
I think he got sucked into a dimension.
Based on what?
Well, he was reading
Nothing
that book.
really.
Reading a book.
I
What book was
my shell.
What book was he reading?
I pointed at the book. And he just disappeared, so, Maybe he's taking a day off. I don't know.
And he starts reading the book like, oh, this is indeed something about dimensions. Nice sketch. Give me a sec. And he and actually this is also he actually jumped on the chair as well because it's a halfling, and like interesting. This note. Hey, what do you think he means by scepter? And the moment he says the word scepter out loud,
Okay.
this book, the magical aura of a book materializes, and you see this opaque portal appearing in the middle of the room, and he scares away. It's like, whoa, that's new. Did any of you do this?
No, you think you did.
Oh.
We just waited there for
Might
him to
have
come
done
back.
it. I'm not sure. Did I get angry, guys?
I don't know. Did you get angry? What? Scepter, and he says it a couple of times. No. That's not supposed to
Maybe
happen.
you should chat it really slowly, because then it's longer.
Have
you tried it?
I have to report this. I'm coming back. Give me a sec. And
If you come back and we're not here, can you say scepter again? Just in case.
Sure, no problem. Yeah.
And I'll jump into the portal.
You jump into the portal. Okay. Yeah. You see your friend disappear. Oh, not friend, your companion.
And goes in laughter.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I went to the inn. I'm having a nap when all this is happening, apparently.
You weren't in the room? You already left?
No, I wrote the note and then I headed out to the inn.
Oh!
I'm in the inn.
I didn't know that. I thought you said, what time do you want to leave? And then was quarter to 5. Okay, you're not there.
I thought you asked the rest.
Well, we could have done the session without you anyways. Yeah. I didn't know that you were not there. Sorry. No, you're not there. Two of your teammates are in the dimension.
Are dead.
And what do you do, Rudy?
Someone said to run it to the inn, please.
Are we going?
Like I wrote, I've written on the note.
I'm like, maybe. No, I'm going to the inn. This is crazy. I need other people here. And I'll head over to the inn to explain the situation.
As soon as I hear, I start running back towards the room.
Yeah. So you arrive back into the room, and the portal is still there. And I assume you both get in as well.
I just point at the portal, and then I just jump in.
Okay.
This time with my backpack with all my big shit on it, my adventure parts. Okay.
In the meantime, while you're running fetch to the inn, Haggis, India, You step through this purplish magical energy of the portal, and you step in this very nice looking house, almost a foyer. You're stepping in, and it's an interesting appearance. And sitting in the middle of the foyer is this grayish old man sitting there, and he's like, "Oh, haha, great! Finally!"
Matreous?
Hey, yeah, yeah, and you are?
I guess is the name.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, nice.
We are Hands of the Keeper.
Nice. Yeah, I was hearing that that a new group was arriving. Nice. Hey, thanks for opening the portal again. So I was kind of stuck at the site. To be honest, I was a bit of an adventurer, so I didn't venture far in this house. So I heard some strange voices, but I tried to open it again, but no dice.
Is it still open?
It's still open.
So should we go out or get stuck here with you?
Hey man, well, we can go out. What you want?
I mean, I don't mean to be presumptuous. Maybe you wanted to explore, and we should wait on the outside and let you out at a designated time.
But who are you? You're the Keeper's Hands. Yeah. I forgot. Keeper's Hands. Oh, you're gonna help me, right? You're gonna. I think. She said something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they pay us to do.
Yeah.
Help you.
Oh,
Yes,
great!
right.
Awesome. Oh yeah. Sorry. Keeper's Hands. Great. Let's see.
Inyap, I think this one is slower than you are.
Well,
Talking quite fast though.
let's yeah. This mention, and he Keeper's Hands. Great. Yeah. Well, I have a lot of things. Whew, so glad you're here. It's just the two of you, though. I expected a bigger party.
No.
Yep, puts his head into the portal.
And actually, before you do that, actually, the other two guys come running in, and it seems like very weird timing because but it would have taken a longer time just for them to go back and forth based on what you experience. So maybe time works a bit differently. Oh, there's two more of you. Great.
Question.
And you are?
Matreous, your employer.
And why are you not in your office? We've been waiting all day. It's like rude. You sent for us and then you don't show up in your office. It's rather rude, I would say.
Yeah. Sure.
Other question. This guy was stuck in there once the portal closed. Should we tell someone to open the portal once an hour, maybe?
Oh, that's you know what? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You know what? I really like you to check this place out. I think there's a lot of interesting information I could use for my studies. And as your first assignment, please find some interesting books for me. I love work about extradimensional spaces. You can see that. Everything you find.
Is this your place?
No, it came with the book. I didn't know it either. I mean, but Scepter, the code word, man. But it's not the code word for going outside, apparently. But no problem.
You want us to steal for you?
No. Investigate and find interesting books that. No, please leave it as is. I don't know whose place it is. But if you find.
I will investigate the place. I make quotation marks while I say that.
Yes,
and if we have any books that might be of interest to you, we'll bring them to you for studying.
Great, thank you. And he actually said, "Oh, I already have some study material." And he shows this little figurine. That's I'm not much of an investigator, but this is something I don't know. It seems interesting, and I'll get back to you in a sec, and I'll open the portal every 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I probably need an hour at least. So, but I'll
throw in a sandwich every now and then, so we don't get hungry.
I didn't do a lot of work, but I believe there's a kitchen. Maybe it's functional. Good day.
Oh,
and
by the way, your usual 3 o'clock missed you. You should say hi.
Sorry. I'll laugh, Nick. Sorry. It's 3 o'clock already? Oh, geez, time flies. He steps out of the portal, and a couple of things happen at the same time. So, while he steps out of the portal, you hear this, like, Wilhelm scream, and the portal closes. And you're actually standing here now in the middle of this foyer. Can you actually see the map, or
Yes, we can see.
Okay, let's see.
The guy is still here, though.
Yeah, he's not. He is not anymore. You.
You named your owl Dora.
Yes.
That's a pretty
Dora.
good next. Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer. Give me a sec. Give me a second to set up some.
If I knew we were going exploring, I would have brought Barry, but.
Barry.
We met before we arrived here, right?
You met beforehand.
Yeah. Then you would know that Barry is my goat, which I had to leave behind, and I was sort of disappointed about that I couldn't take him inside. So as we traveled, I was traveling with a goat, and he had he was carrying my sacks. So,
okay.
Put a picture in chat of Barry.
Barry.
Backpack goat.
Yep.
So you step into the mansion, and it's a very weird experience. This mansion. It looks like a normal mansion. You hear some sounds coming from different directions, and there's this long hallway going from east to west, and the stairs going upstairs. And behind you, there's this set of double doors where the portal was, and there's also some side windows that look outside. And outside, you don't see any plants or trees. It's just this purplish miasma mist thingy. So, what do you want to do?
Is he gonna turn this portal back on for us?
Maybe. I mean, but
What
they're
do
paying
you
us to explore.
Maybe.
Just gonna poke. Oh Jesus, names. In Egypt's shell kitchen.
And you smell it?
Make me a perception check.
I'm hopefully looking at Inyap. Since this seems to be a secret skill.
Yeah, actually, you can smell some.
You mute your mic.
Did I mute my mic? Oh.
No, it's not.
So there's smell coming from this. Okay, sorry, I didn't do it correctly. From this.
And I'm back, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Back. There's some smell coming from that direction, where you can see doors, which.
All right. I'll move to those doors. So these doors, you mean, or?
No, actually, the doors to your north, immediately to your north.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, I'll open the door.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Someone told me to go there. I'll go there.
I think you need to add a skill, find food.
Find food, yeah.
Instead of find familiar.
Secretly a ranger.
Yeah.
I can always find food.
Well, if we're not in the library, I'm an outlander, so I kind of have find food.
You have to do, like, instead of sense on that, you just sense food, so you know the location of food near you.
What it is, whether the quality is good, and how long it's fresh for.
My perception is based on smell.
Yeah, so the door actually is slightly open to this room, and these aromas come wafting out of this kitchen, and I'll show you what it looks like in a second if I can actually find yeah, there it is. In this kitchen, you see the following. There's actually there's a large iron stove taking up one wall, and the rest of the room is filled with large tables and racks lined with hanging pots, pans, cooking utensils, etc., etc. And everything is like sparkling clean. And actually, in the middle, you see two homunculi, little stone flapping creatures, like mini gargoyles, sort of thing. And when you open the door and you open the room, they turn to you and say, how can we help your other guests? Cooking, cleaning, mending some clothes, perhaps? Please. And they start calling to you and like looking at your robes and doing some fixing. You want something to eat?
Do you have some grog, please, sir? I could use some grog.
Grog? Oh, I can do so much better. Grog?
It's rum that turned green.
I have to look into the recipe book. Do you know it's cumin? No, sorry, I don't know it. But if you have a recipe for us, we're most obliged to make it.
I've been waiting
all day. I can tell
you
what it tastes like. But...
what's the best dish you can make?
To tell.
To be honest, we've been making cat food for like a lot of time for the last time. But let's see. We can make an omelette, and we can make pancakes, and we can make
anything.
Bread.
Non-egg based.
Oh, bread. We can make bread.
Yes, very nice.
All of that sounds nice. And since I've been waiting all day, haven't eaten. I'd say, how long do I have to wait?
Please. You can go into the to the dining room, and we'll serve you. And please, it's next door, and he points to the west wall. The east wall, and you see doors there that. There's actually a door to the north, which they you venture there where the supplies are being kept, and to the west you can stay in the dining room, and we'll make you whatever you want. So one omelette, you said? No, what did you say? Sorry, it's a long time.
Sure, whatever you said. Omelette. I heard pancakes.
Okay,
I can have both.
Yes, please. No problem.
Also,
Please.
you have any other masters here?
Yes, we both have a master, but we haven't seen him in a while. My master, and you see the first one who spoke to you is Fistandia, and his master is Freyot, and we've been waiting around for them quite a while, but they went a long time ago.
Let's get food first, and we'll talk later.
Yeah, sure.
Can you write the names in chat, please?
Sure. So you have the cumin and coriander. Those are the names of the homunculi, and the wizards are respectively Fistandia and Freyats. And who is proficient with Arcana?
I am. Me.
So you can roll Arcana checks.
Wow.
The rolls are
awesome. Nothing special for that. So they're starting to cook, so they go into the pantry. So I'll show you what that looks like here in the map. So that's not it. They open the pantry and they start going in and out and getting some supplies. And
does it look like proper food, or does it look like it's been there for 500 years and completely rotted?
No, it looks like actually proper food. To be honest, it's and actually you see a cat coming out of the pantry and walking into the kitchen, and walking through the kitchen, outside of the kitchen in the hallway again. So
you see Dora just fixate on it and just follow it.
Yeah.
And he kind of hunches down, trying to get its attention of the cat.
So you start stroking, petting the cat, and it will let you. It's very happy. It actually goes through your knees and loves to be petted, because it's not been petted in like I don't know how many years.
Looks like you made a friend.
And roll me a perception check, by the way, Inja. Okay. Give me a second.
Daddy rolls on perception.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. Give me a. I have to check something. You see. I have to double check something. Sorry, I should have prepared this better. So you see around the neck of the cat a name of a name. It's called Anaria.
He'll kind of call out the name. Aren't you a good girl or boy? Nadia, and he kind of tries to pick the cat up to see if it's a boy or a girl.
You don't have to follow a perception check. You're pretty good with handling. It's a girl cat. It's a girl cat, and she loves being picked up and being pampered.
I'll keep carrying her, petting her, and as we walk towards the diner, I guess.
Okay. Give me a sec. Select. Okay, so you open the door to the diner, And as you walk in first, you can roll me a perception check. Holy shit! Okay. Yeah. So give me a. So you walk into the dining room, and large windows form the entirety of one wall. It's the east wall, looking out on 3 planted beds filled with vegetation. This room, a crystal chandelier hangs above the table, made of dark wood, still matching the wooden chairs with scarlet cushions that surround the table. There's this very strange thing that there is a second chair sitting in a corner of the. So there's 6 chairs nicely around the table, and there's a 7th chair in the corner of the room. And what you see with that perception is that the chair, well, close to Haggis at the moment, is a bit off.
I take one of my darts, and I throw it at the chair, just to see if it sticks to, like, I'm aiming for, like, it looks like it's like wooden chairs with chairs with like wooden panels above. Just gonna chuck a dart into one of the top wooden pieces just to see if it sticks and anything happens.
Okay, give me a second.
Property destruction. Everything attacks you.
Everything's a mimic.
Yep.
You just damaged his house. Now the homunculi are enemies.
Also an option.
The cat starts to eat your face.
Roll me a attack roll, please, with your dagger. Yeah. Oh. 10. Okay. You throw it at a chair, and not very good with your dagger yet, so it actually hits in the butt end and not the sharp end, and it bounces off. But with that, you have awakened the chair, and I want all of you to roll initiative. Hey. So that's pretty fast.
18.
Nice, nice.
May I adjust you to the first one?
Initiative.
Okay, and out of so I'm going to place you a bit back there, Rudy, because well, underneath you, the chair unpops as this nice mimic.
Can I make an acrobatics roll for dramatic effect, jumping backwards of the thing?
Sure.
Oh, it's not that great this time around.
Yeah, no problem. But so you're standing actually behind the chair, and as Injab throws the knife, which bounces off, and you like take a step back, and with a nice flare, you step back while the mimic unpops and starts snarling. You hear the homunculi saying from the kitchen, by the way, there is some creature inside there. Watch out, because it likes the cats a lot, so we don't let the cats in there anymore. And with that, Haggis, what do you do?
I take out my rapier.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go, no! Just poke at it.
Yeah, roll me an attack roll.
24, I assume hits.
That's certainly hits, yeah.
11 points of damage.
Yeah, that's most definitely hitting.
On my other hand, I'm gonna drag out the dagger and poke it again. Say no.
Nice. Yeah, that hits as well.
No sneak attack on that, so 6 damage.
Nice.
Oh, that's actually also wrong, because there's 2 damage.
Oh.
Because I don't have the 2 weapon fighter feat, so I don't get my modifier.
Good. Yeah. So you, as an instinct, you react and you can. You deal damage to this chair out of the middle of nowhere. Rudy, what do you do?
I'm gonna pull out my rapier and I'm gonna holy. Maybe you should be a little bit shorter in the leg department. I'll try to slash one of the legs.
Yeah, no problem. You hit it. I'm prepared for this. Nice. Yeah, no problem. You hit it
As
pretty hard.
my bonus action, I'm gonna give who's on next? I'm gonna give Azzy. Do I say it right, Azzy? Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
So plus 1d6 for 10 minutes. On
Great.
What was it? Ability check, attacks, or saving roll.
Okay, let's see your.
All the things.
And how do you do your? So, what kind of bardic inspiration do you give him? How do you do it? You have some nice one-liners prepared, or just?
Hold on, I have a lot of one-liners prepared. Actually, let me.
You promised a whole library of sea shanty related one-liners.
Complete list. And it's like, ha! Chair needs to be a little shorter. Maybe you can. What's the pen line?
Shiver his timber.
Yes, let's go with that one.
Okay.
I have a list. It's hard to pick the right one at the right situation.
No problem. Yeah. That's fine. With that you give some confusing bardic inspiration to Rudy. Like, alright. Essie, sorry. Essie, it's your turn now. Being inspired by your newfound comrade. What do you do? Okay, quarterstaff, yeah, that hits.
Attack it with my staff.
Yeah, no problem, that hits. Does it do damage, your staff?
Two-handed.
Nice.
Oh, great. 3 points of damage with the two-handed attack.
Oh, really? It's not total, it's just, damn it.
No, it's
One is
8 if
one-handed,
I used one-handed, and the other one is two-handed, and I used it two-handed. So
you rolled maximum and minimum.
Yep.
But in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's always a shame if you see the other roll as well, yeah.
And then I take my other hand and I do like a chop to the top of the chair, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. That hits.
Slap chair.
Nice.
Like if I do double damage with my hand as I do with my quarterstaff.
Poke it in the eyes.
Dora's turn. What does Dora do?
Dora just starts flapping at it and uses the help action, so it's like screeches at it and starts to claw at its eyes, not really doing damage but distracting it, and flies off into the corner.
Nice. Okay, that actually gives an attack of opportunity. Or it's flying.
It's flyby.
Yeah,
Flyby.
Yeah, flyby.
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 I should
It
probably
snaps.
go hide behind Inyap.
It snaps at Dora as it moves away, but it doesn't hit anything. Injap, what do you do?
He looks at the chair, looks at the cat. You don't eat cats, and he puts the cat in a shell and jumps on the table, maul, and tries to hit it down. He gave the help action, or
Yeah, you get advantage.
got advantage. All right.
Nice. That hits. 10 damage, right?
Yeah. 12, because also 2 from rage.
Ah, nice. Oh, it is looking rough, yeah.
And you see that there's like, as soon as he goes into rage, there's these little sparks that are singeing around his eyes as he goes into rage.
Okay, you're raging?
Yep.
It's the chair's turn. Finally. She rolls very horribly in the... Maybe get here. I think it says it's object form only. Actually, Rudy, make me a DC strength check to see if you're adhesed by it, because you touch it.
Take?
Yeah, you were standing. Actually, yeah. No, you don't. You're actually while this is happening, you've been grappled by this creature, and it will now try to.
I also hate it with the melee. Is it all melee or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Everything that touches it. So I don't know. Does it
One
work
of them
for?
was an unarmed strike.
Oh, then yeah. Try to make an attack check of a DC 10 strength check as well.
I will also make one.
Did you do an unarmed strike as well?
No, weapon
attack. Nah, I think it's just touching. Like if you're actually
okay.
with the weapon would have slashed at it. So you make it SC, but unfortunately Rudy doesn't. So it does bite attack at you, Rudy. So oh shit. Well, it's 10 fortunately. Damage immediately. Why does it roll damage? Or is it attack? Oh, that's the attack. A 10. Does it hit?
No.
No, then it misses you. Well, good for you. And with that, I think that's all it can do. Haggis, it's your turn again. It's looking very rough.
Let go of Rudy. And I stab it again. 11.
Misses.
And the dagger from my offhand, 18.
That hits, yeah.
And that is 1 plus 6, 7 damage.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
I stab it and like I completely miss, and I sort of stumble and I go nope, and I fall onto it with my dagger out.
Yeah, and you just slice through the last remaining piece of chair mimic, and it falls down in the puddle. And with that, you defeated your first creature.
Woohoo!
And you're both Rudy and Haggis. You're covered in this gooey wood chips, pack and feathers thing.
That was.
Then you have to start smashing the other chairs.
Yeah.
I'll go and pick up my my dart.
You hear the human say, "Oh, please, yeah, okay, yeah, I get where you. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Well, we'll fix it. We'll fix it." And
I go, don't break this one, and I take one chair to sit, and I'm ready, and I take out my little pocket and my knife for eating, and I put it on the table, ready to have my omelet and pancakes.
Yeah. Yeah, and then actually, the rest of the room is mimic free. What is this here?
Oh, don't come running to me when it starts eating you. You seem kind of slow down again as the rage fades.
Yeah.
He's sitting here. I'm waiting for my, lunch and dinner pretty much at this point.
Yeah, and after a couple of minutes...
I had a good scent, and I had rations, so I'm...
After a couple of minutes, your first omelets appear in a nice stack, and pancakes another stack. They've been pretty.
I pull out this two liter jug, and I slide it over to the turtle, and I just gesture to try.
Yeah, that's just weird.
No, I guess. Oh yeah, right. You would probably smell it first, because I just realized you said you don't drink alcohol. You smell it first. It smells like beer.
I'll pass, and I'll give it, pass it on to Dora.
Hold the jug. And then
It had to help you lift it up, like.
I'm basically now not only covered in chair goop, but also in beer in my beard. It's like the white foam is in my white beard, and there's like a wet spot on my shirt. And I go, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
And I point to my chest, and point to the bottle, and I point to my chest.
It's
And I take the bottle and I give it to Rudy.
Did you make this? It tastes.
It tastes mighty fine.
Well, it tastes like something. It's yeah, okay. Is my omelet ready yet?
Yeah, so they're an overdrive. They've never been happier to serve people. And actually, you see the other gun starting picking up the pieces of the smashed chairs that Injab took care of, and they take it to another room and start trying to mend it and or fix the chairs. But there's not a lot left of the other chairs, but they'll do their best to restore it in some form of glory.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait here for my food.
Yeah, it arrives. It will keep arriving, and they keep cooking for you as
eat. Can we have a short break?
So while you're enjoying your standing buffet, the homunculi keep on bringing on platters of food, and I think Haggis, you would notice this. These platters are like very nice silverware. It's like not too shabby, you know. It's just FYI. So
yeah.
But they keep on bringing some more food, and while you're sitting there, nice. You actually have a nice view of the arboretum, which is interesting because when you were in the foyer, and actually you see this beyond the garden as well. The outside is all this purplish, pinkish miasma haze, and there's actually no sun, but there's actually these very nice spheres, orange, yellow spheres that shine light in this little arboretum, and actually all the plants are blossoming and flowing and flowery, and looks very nice garden. You cannot enter the garden from this room. You can just look through the windows, but yeah.
Are we just gonna wait for the portal to open up again, or?
We're supposed to.
We're supposed to explore, I think. I mean, I just got distracted now.
Right.
Yes, but didn't you ask him to open it every hour? Don't you want to be sure that he does that?
Yeah, I didn't really check if it was opening.
Should I go look?
Yeah.
So the south, there's actually a door. If you want to go, that would lead back to the hallway, you presume. So if you want to go there,
yeah,
I'll open the door. And,
I'll go check.
Yeah, you walk up and down the hallway, and in the far end of the hallway, you see another cat going into another room. But in the lobby, you actually don't see you just see the double doors, but no portal.
Inyab follows the cat into the other room.
Okay.
All the way make sure it doesn't get eaten as well. I mean.
Yeah. And actually, give me a sec. The cat goes into. It's actually not on the far end all the way. It's actually the door leading to M5. No problem. I mistook. You go into the room?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. You open the door, and it's actually here. If you want to go there. Did I center on location or not?
I don't see anything. I don't know if you're on the wrong layer or.
Oh, maybe that's the place, yeah.
There it is, yeah. Okay.
So if you go there, I'll put you there.
My mouse is a little iffy.
No problem. The outside is not.
Need to get a new one.
You see the cat walking in that room as well. Not a cat, it's a very similar cat, also a blackish cat. But
I'll kind of claw at the chairs, make sure they're real.
make a investigation check for me. Just see. The chairs look real. I could describe the room to you in a second. So this is this door was also left ajar for the cats to come in and go, and the entire wall in this room is floor-to-ceiling bookshelf. Even more books are resting on several large carved armchair and small wooden tables, and there are several paintings on the walls. And one of the cats was just lying fluffily in the air chair and got back up when you entered. And it meows as you approach. And
Oh, hello there, little fella. And he kind of takes out the other cat from his shell, puts it down next to the other cat.
Yeah. And make an animal handling check for me, just to see how you deal with this. Oh, nice. It's very. It feels close to you, so it keeps pretty tight.
I should go back. It does do a quick scan of the books, though. See if there is anything that stands out, like a particularly nice-looking book, or.
Yeah. So you did an 18 investigation, right, for the place? Yeah. You look around, and there's first of all there's 3 paintings in the room hanging on the walls. A landscape scene with a large green dragon emerging from a grove of pine trees. Some Pegasus in flight, and a portrait of a unicorn in a wooded glade. Wooded glade. You you did the investigation also for the books, right?
I know the investigation was pure for the chairs to see
if they're that's right.
Mimics or not.
Look around, make an investigation for the books to see what you can find for interesting books.
There we go. The important rules.
No, there's some books in the shelves. There's books on the chair and the table, but nothing that really interests you. And so many books is like analysis paralysis. It's like, where do you even start? Yeah.
Can I check if there's any books on brewing?
Are you there?
Or yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Sorry. You joined in. Okay, nice. You can make an investigation check as well to see if what you can figure out.
Yeah, brewing and herbs that can be found in the wild for flavorings.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Guys.
Yeah, everybody was leaving. You've took quite a while.
I'm waiting for this portal. I don't trust this. What was his name? Matreous? First it's late, then he doesn't do the portal he promised.
Yeah.
I think he. Oh. Sorry, I got distracted by cats.
As you look around, based on that role, the only thing you actually see of what's interesting is like all these books have titles, and most of them deal with very arcane, like looking at calculus books. If you're a mere mortal, it's like a very arcane magic stuff, so nothing really practical about herbs. What you do figure with that role is that the only thing that stands out to you, which is a bit odd, is that the spine of a book on the table has no marking except for one big a gold letter I emblazoned on it.
I tapped the book with my staff at like a distance, like
my 10-foot pole.
You hit the book and it falls off the table.
I pick up the book.
Yes. Make me an history check or intelligence roll, something of that nature.
History
Well,
or intelligence is the same.
With disadvantage, I would say. Well, it doesn't matter. Based on that roll. Yeah, it's. I don't know. It looks different than anything you've seen before. Yeah.
I hold up the book, shake it a bit.
It shakes. It's a nice book. It's.
After I pass Rudy, and I look at the room, my eyes go like wide and go because my hands have been itching since we arrived at the library.
Yeah.
Because somewhere along the trip we were making, I lost my spell book. So I'm gonna go and look into the room since this is a wizard's hideout. If there's anything that I could use as a new spell book.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check as well. Yeah, nice. Okay. So, and a couple of things. So you noticed the letter I book as well, but you know, because you actually read it, this is actually the same book as you read in the library. At least, like the contents are similar. It's just a different cover. It has a letter I on it, but it's still the Mordecai's Joy of the Joy of Extradimensional Spaces. Based on the page you flip, like, oh, this seems familiar. But that's it. There's no markings in this one. It's just that book. The other thing you learn is to the north. You see this book that is actually not a book, and it seems like some mechanism. If you pull it out.
I at first ignore it and keep looking for something that looks like a spell book. And
so there's a lot of Arcana books, but no actually spell books.
No. And I turn to Essie and I go, "You should hang on to that." And keep looking.
Not mine. And I put it back up.
Okay, and I just take it, put it in a sack, and then go.
Mark in your inventory that you have a book with the letter I on the cover, on the spine.
And I just keep going, and I look at the rest at some point, like while I'm going through the closets, and like, oh, if you want to keep exploring, you should pull the lever there, and I just keep going.
Pull the lever?
You do that?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so it's
someone tells me to do something, I'll do it. It's that simple.
That's good to know. So you actually pull the lever, and like every great mystery, the bookcase swings open, and behind it you see the staircase leading downstairs, going down.
Huh. Nice. You all coming? It's like one of those mystery stairs.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he'll start heading down.
Yeah, so let me put you on this map here. You should be seeing that right now. Rudy, I'll put you actually here.
I'll put my,
Rudy there. And who's after Rudy? Are you following Essie?
Yep.
I'll probably be last since I was still looking for stuff.
And actually, let's see, is the cat following? Let's double check here.
Can I look at the cat and try to determine whether or not it's like a real cat, or if there's anything shady about the cat?
You make a perception check for the cat. Looks like a normal cat. The only thing is you also notice a different name for this cat on the hanger. And it's called Chandos. Yeah. Okay. So you all venture downstairs, and India, if you come down there, you see actually these doors right in front of you, but also a hallway to the south, and there's a door to the west on the south, and a door here to your right.
All right. Any sound coming from any of the directions? Or?
Let me check. Good question. Roll me a perception check first of all. No sounds. Yeah. Nothing special that marks your attention.
Open the door in front of him.
Yeah. And actually, that leads you into another part of the hallway, which has both a door to the south and another door to the east.
All right. Well, unless someone's stopping him, they'll keep moving.
Which way? To the
next door, to the south here.
Okay. You open it?
Yep.
So, let me describe what you see here. So, this dark stone walled room, it's pretty scarce. There's not a lot of objects here. There's a 5-foot diameter circle with intricate runes that cover the floor. And there's an empty wooden bookstand opposite of the door, and bronze braziers at the other 3 cardinal points of the circle. Whatever material was contained in the braziers has been long burned to cinders, but the room still smells of charcoal and sulfur. And actually, you don't have to roll for this. Sitting next to the bookstand is a warty toad, pockmarked toads. So.
More animal friends, and he starts moving towards the toad.
Yep. So you move towards the toad, and it's the moment you approach it, says rap, and it attacks and turns into another creature. And first of all, roll me initiative, and I'll start the battle music here. Nice.
Bringing up the rear.
Oh, it didn't.
Give me a second.
I thought I was going to be last, and I looked at your roll, and then I realized Dora was also doing her best to be last.
And there's two action after you.
Let's see.
I guess if everyone's rolls are terrible, then it's fine.
See
what did you say? It was a pit or a carpet, or what was the 5?
It's actually like a summoning circle. You would venture from this. Let's see what if I can show you what it looks like. Yeah, there it is. And
nice.
Nice. It's not a big creature. It's a small creature, but it looks very annoyed, and it attacks you the moment you approach it. So let's see. But actually, you would have the element of surprise here. So
yep.
Let's see what it does.
So back where I was.
And actually, yeah, it attacks you actually. So it will try to claw you. 16.
Misses.
And that is actually its turn. Surprise action, like misses and what? And Rudy, it's your turn. What do you do?
And I have. How much more movement? Guess it's less than 30 this time. 25. Still enough. It was 10, 15. Like, what is this place? And like, I'll take out my rapier and give it a good shove in its direction.
Yeah, do it.
I think you need to sort the combat tracker.
Oh, did I?
12, 7, 13, 5.
Oh. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's you. Wow, it's you. You hit it pretty hard. Yeah. It screeches. Yeah, that's your turn.
Yes.
It's the Quasid's turn. So it will actually turn invisible, and that's its turn. Ninja, what do you do?
I'll try and hit it where it was. If
Sure.
I don't sense it moving anywhere.
You can make me a perception check with disadvantage to see if you venture. It's. Oh wow! You sense that it's behind you somewhere, so you can make an attack roll with disadvantage in that direction.
Okay. I will. You little shit. Well, that's a nice roll.
Oh, she's no, you miss unfortunately. You can point the general direction out. You know it's in this square.
Yeah. I'll point that out.
Well, you try to hit her, so yeah.
Somewhere.
Okay.
Where?
Haggis, what do you do?
I'll step into the doorway.
Yep.
Haven't really seen anything, so I'll just
Yep.
instead of taking out my sword, I'll take out my crossbow and wait for whatever they appear to be fighting.
Yeah. So you hold your attack action if it appears. Okay.
Yeah.
So what does door do?
It's gonna sit on my shoulder, and if anything appears right in front of me, it will use the help action. But other than that, it just sits there.
Okay. Let's see. What do you do?
All right. Seeing Injep swing basically close to where I am, I'm just gonna take my quarterstaff, both hands, and just like try and take like basically like a baseball swing.
Okay.
See if I can swipe at it.
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Do it with disadvantage, of course. But
figured.
Just do it.
Nope.
Ah, that sucks.
And then I'm just gonna do like a spinning kick and try and see if I can sweep it with my leg as a.
Yeah.
15?
15, yeah. 15. Yeah, that hits. You
And I connect with 4 points of bludgeoning damage with my face or wherever I hit it.
Yeah. Give me a second. You that's bludgeoning damage, right? What kind of damage is did you do with your rapier? Slashing, right? Or
Piercing.
Piercing. Okay. You did notice that even though you hit it, it didn't do as much damage as you would hope it did. But the kick connects and still looks. You feel that that you hit it, but that's it.
Does it break concentration, or doesn't it require concentration?
Sorry, man. That's your turn, Essie?
Yep.
Rudy, what do you do?
And like when he disappeared, what the? What? I'm not gonna take this instance sitting down. And like, I pull out my dagger and I hold the throw action. To where if I see it disappear, then I'm gonna throw it. Well, it's an attack action, but I'm gonna.
You hold your attack for if it appears.
Yes.
Okay.
With my dagger, like paranoid, watching all the directions pointed out, like.
Yeah. That was your turn?
Yes. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Bardic inspiration for the person in the next
Injab.
who's next in the combat tracker.
I think Injab is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
one-liners.
More one-liners.
Yeah.
We want pirate jokes.
Nobody ever drawn blood, and nobody ever will. Do you know why? We run that fast.
Jesus. Wow. Okay. Oh, I have to make a negative bardic inspiration for these things.
I let people know where.
That it's smart.
I let people know where when I connect where I connected with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's turn. It actually. You know what? It will. So next to you, it will appear Haggis. So I think you're the only one that can see it at the moment, so you can make your attack with disadvantage.
Dora will cancel it out.
Whatever you want.
She'll
Dora's helping you.
Yeah.
That hits actually. Nice.
And I get sneak attack from Dora as well.
Nice.
7 piercing damage.
Yeah, so it starts screaming at your face, but you, again, how do you want to do this?
Well, basically like that. I just go start screaming and go, "Wah!" and I just shoot and like jump back.
Oh, you were really dealing with the creatures here.
That is some messed up. What was that?
I don't know.
I don't know. It used to be a frog. Then that.
Okay. Maybe we should take it. Maybe Matreous will know what it is. Is it like
it's valuable?
It's a very tiny.
No.
It's it's now this greenish insectish tiny.
I'll empty one of my sacks into the other ones, like stuff it together and put this in his own sack. So I take this with me.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'll go, well, I think I remember this one spell. Let me try. And I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Nice. Okay.
Which I had all this time, but I forgot to activate until now.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll walk into the room.
Yeah. Yeah, the room is pretty bare, except for the braziers that were used to burn the incense and some empty bookcase, but it's totally devoid of anything.
I use my staff to like break the summoning circle lines.
Yeah, no, you don't have to do a lot of work over that. It's actually it's a bit dried by the time, so making some scratches. It's you have to do more job to actually really clean it, but you damages enough for your feeling that it's not useful anymore. You also sense that it's been not being used for a very very long time.
Well, shall we continue on?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. Why not?
Since this stupid portal was not here, we might as well explore as the man said.
I'll follow.
I wonder if they can still pay us when we're more than a week here. Do you think they will stay pay us?
Well, yeah. Well, we did help him for all that time. Good point. Easy way to make money.
You do sense. So, based on some discussions, you sense that time moves slower here than the outside world, because you were experienced like your friends just came pretty quickly after you entered into the portal, and they took like half an hour at least to get back and forth from the inn. But you go to the door and see there, or who's leading the way?
I'll be in front this time if needed.
Okay, so you open the door to the east.
Yep.
Okay. So this room. Give me a second. I'll get my information. So you open the door, and this waft of alcohol and brine permeates this room. There's glass vessels, large and small, standing in rows on the floor. Tables ranging from 1 foot glass vessel to like 6 foot tall. In each vessel, there's a body of a creature floating in clear liquids. There's 1 4 foot tall container, and it's missing its lid and has no occupants.
I think this might have been his home.
Who's home?
The thing we just killed.
Oh.
Oh, don't you think
Rather small for the container.
Well, maybe it got bigger. Or the container got smaller. Who knows these things?
Yeah. Okay. You want to take an extra one to bring with us? We never really asked what this guy was into.
Maybe we could train it.
Wanted books, I think.
Ah, yes, he wanted books. Well, I mean... We can take all the books. We know where they are now.
Specific books.
Ah. Well, let's take... I think taking them all and having him sort them out is quicker than sorting them out ourselves. Especially since time out there appears to be more efficient.
That's true.
More on turtle time inside here.
I'm gonna go through this workspace and like have a look at all the pots and things and see if there's any notes written.
You can roll me an investigation check based on 14. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll show you. So these are very strange specimens, all in these jars. These are creatures you've never seen of, maybe in fantasy books or something. There's this weird bird with long stilts, and this cloud creature with big eyes and tentacles, and some beetle. It's pretty big beetle with very red emblazonment on it. There's this small creature with long tentacles drifting down, suspended in the liquids. Some fungal stuff, very yellowish fungal. A very small dragon kind of thing, what you believe is a dragon thingy. 4 severed hands in a jar, and this what's it look like?
It found Talius's house.
Yeah, this little ball of nothing with some tentacles, and some of them are suspending liquid, some are in a jar, and based on that roll, you don't know if everything is like that. You don't know if you saw something moving or not.
I'm gonna go over to the dragon-like thing. Is that in a jar or is it just?
Yeah, that's actually suspended in like preserver liquids. So
how heavy is that?
It's like say 10 pounds or something. I don't know. It's very smallish.
Take that with me.
Okay, you can put it in your inventory. It's like mini dragon in preserved liquids.
Mini dragon in
Pickled pseudo dragon.
Yep.
Do I find any papers with writing on it?
No papers actually in this room. A lot of jars and stuff, and the broken jar. And you based, so it's probably not. Well, it's a pretty big jar for the creature you saw before. So.
Oh, the closet doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, the closet could have fit in the smaller.
Oh. Were there any more rooms, guys? I think there were more rooms, right?
I think I saw a door.
You see one of the hands moving in a jar.
Huh? What?
I tapped the glass.
It moves again.
What? Whose hand is that?
Yeah. So.
Guy called Vecna.
Ah.
And actually, you see them like now they're moving all together, and they're standing on top of each other. And the bottom one runs up top and pushes the lid of the jar. And again, I want everyone to.
A good thing Inyep went to check the door.
Yep.
Yep.
Let me initiative. It's doing the thing again, annoying.
Yeah. Give me a sec here. Oh, you keep on finding all the nice creatures.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
Sure. All the nice creatures.
Yeah.
It followed me home. Can I keep it?
Please.
Well, we found 2 cats. Which are still cats for now.
For now.
I didn't roll for this one yet, I think. Okay, I did roll. Okay, that's.
Oh, yay.
I already did for this one.
That's a lot of creatures for this room.
No, I didn't. I rolled for 1 and didn't. So sorry. No, it's actually 9, 8, 8, 14. That's the rules.
That's still a lot of creatures for one room.
Yep.
Well, there were 4 hands, so.
I rolled. So 1 is 14. 1 is 8. One was then a torch tracker. 1 is other.
I'm happy I cast Mage Armor.
Where's the 4th one then? 14, 8, 8. Oh, why is it not? I'm missing one. That's turn. It's already there. Oh, there. Maybe that's. And 9. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there it is.
Is it Dex higher than mine? And is Haggis Dex higher than mine?
Its Dex is 14.
18.
So is mine. This is my highest stat.
Okay. Do a roll of. I'll roll for.
Just a D20 or?
Yeah. 5. You go first. For the which one is that? The SC. So you go first, yeah, and.
Yep, and Rudy, I also rolled the same.
My dex is lowest.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine, pretty sure it's lower.
5, so that would be a good chance that it's lower.
Yeah, you were probably apprehensive at this point, so no surprise round. So Dora, what do you do?
Dora is gonna fly towards the blue one and scratch at the hand, and then fly off into the corner there, or one space beside me, and I'm gonna use that distraction to stab at the blue hand with my rapier.
Yeah, do it.
14 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
That's 12 points of damage.
Yeah, you slice the hands off the grids.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, did I delete something? No. Yeah.
No, just the hand.
Yeah, SC, what's your turn? What do you do?
Alright. I'll step up and I'll attack the hand next to Haggis.
Yeah, do it.
Haggis.
Haggis. The
Haggis.
orange one, right?
Two-handed.
That hits.
10 points of damage.
Yeah, you smash one of the hands, no problem.
I'll take a step forward and I'll try to make like a spinning kick and just bring my heel down and squish the next hand.
No problem. That misses, unfortunately. It's actually the red hand's turn, and you see it like gets on his fingers, runs over, and will probably try to hit you, SC. Does it do? Please roll good for us, change. 16. Does it hit?
Doesn't have to roll very good to hit me. Yes, that hits.
Does it roll? Why doesn't it roll damage immediately?
If you click on attack.
I clicked on attack. Okay, never mind. It's not a lot of damage. D4 plus 1. So 3 damage to you, SC.
Alright.
I think if you click like the pop of the numbers, it will also roll damage.
Yeah.
So if you click in the chat.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but it's the.
No, it will not. There's something wrong with the link.
Okay.
Yeah, something's off.
It's actually inside the character sheet, but never mind. 3 damage still, and that's its turn. Injab, what do you do? Injab is already. You already expect.
Rudy is before me.
Oh yeah, true.
Change that with the dex modifiers.
And I'm gonna like my spells are for like big rooms, not this small confined. Like
Right, man. Sorry. Next time.
I'm just gonna stab at it again.
Yeah, that hits.
You did pretty well with the stabby stab.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did.
The red one is dead.
10 damage, yeah, not too stabby, not too
Stabby.
Yeah, stabby. you
Pretty stabby.
fight like a fairy dust.
That was your turn, Rudy?
Yes. No bardic inspiration this time.
Okay.
How loud is this fighting? Would I hear it? To the shoulder and around the corner.
I would have say you would hear. Oh, that's very nice. You would have probably heard something by now, right? You hear people. You hear a jar crashing and people. I don't know. Are you silent fighters, Haggis, Rudy, and Essie? That's something you would tell me.
No.
As he is.
Okay.
Rudy is not silent in his fighting at all.
And I would just slowly walk in. What's going on?
Oh, nice of you to finally show up.
Huh.
We have
Give us a
our
hand.
hands full here.
Huh. That's all he can do, because there's always movement and his action has movement, so...
Yeah, and actually, this was a new turn already, right, Rudy? Or no, that's
No.
Oh no, sorry.
My
That's
first turn.
yeah, you're right. It's
last
pretty
time.
high rolls actually. Crawl and crawl. The greenish goes, and it will actually. Let's see. It's how its intelligence fares. Not very intelligent. So it's gonna be
Probably not for me. It's just a separate hand.
one for Rudy, one for Essie, two for Injab. Okay, let's see this, and it will try to attack you again. Let's see. Claw attack. 7 misses probably, right?
7 does miss.
Okay. And so at that point, there's a lot of movement happening in this room, and from the shelves, you see this wiggling of a jar, and it falls on the floor, and out of the jar comes this little tadpole, which appears next to you, Haggis. And
More stuff to fight.
Yeah, so it's see if I can show it to you.
Set.
No, I did that, but it moved back to. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it looks like a little tadpole thingy.
Looks like a turtle hand.
But there it is. I don't know why it's.
Dare you?
Again. Turtle head. And it will make a bite attack at you, Haggis, for a 6. Damn it, guys. Why I'm rolling like shit. Never mind. That
Bites
was
into the collar of my cloak, and it just
Dora.
fabric.
What are you doing, Dora?
It's gonna fly past this little tadpole and try to eat it, but
Yep.
can't get a purchase, so it's just a help action.
Yep.
And then it's gonna fly out of the room because she doesn't like it anymore.
Nope. Okay. Haggis, your turn.
I'll use that to stab the tadpole.
Yeah.
Not
good.
sure how you stab a tadpole with a
That
rapier,
hits.
but
You guys roll way better than I do. Nice.
11
How's
points of
it
damage.
working?
Yep. 11 points. Nice. Does it have any nice resistances? No, not like that. 11 points. Okay. Oh, she looks very rough. Essie, what do you do?
Well,
Alright.
I am gonna take a where I don't see the tadpole thing.
It's
not-
underneath me.
It's here, right? Can't you see it?
Yeah,
did
it's
you-
underneath my token.
Oh, it's underneath.
Huh?
Okay.
I see your token. That's interesting. I see your token as here.
Oh,
No,
Oh, that's weird.
Next to Rudy for
roll
me.
20. Okay, then it would have stepped here, right? Not underneath your token. That's that's a roll 20
on
bug.
my shoulder or something.
No, yeah, no, it's actually no, wood staff, I believe.
I will hit the hand. Two-handed. 15.
That hits.
7 points of damage.
Yeah, that dice.
And I'll swing around and kick at Tadpole.
Do it.
16.
Hits.
5 points of bludgeoning.
Nice. How do you want to do this?
Just I'll like stab my quarterstaff through the hand and just like smash it into the floor. I'll use the leverage of my staff to swing around, and I'll just like twirl around and just land like hard step on top of the tadpole thingy.
Awesome. That's nice.
And squish my foot to the side like.
True level 1, how do you want to do this? Either scared or accidentally stab on our enemy.
Yep.
Well,
Hey man, you were managing quite well. Not a lot of damage.
You were rolling nice and low for us.
Yeah, that's
Mainly you
life
failing than us succeeding.
Let's go to the next room. No, it's not going to be like it.
Seriously, write down 10 more enemies in the next room. No, there were that many all along.
Yeah, there's 5 skeleton archers and...
Well, can we move on now?
Yep.
You were pretty quick when you came running. That's surprising.
If need be.
I appreciate it.
You all sounded like you were in trouble.
Well, we were, and I sort of point up my rapier, and there's like a hand all the way shoved to the hilt at this point, which I'm trying to remove from it.
Yep.
Have you ever seen these move on their own?
No. Although I heard a story about a family having one as a pet, but I don't know.
The bat?
Yeah.
Sounds
Like the story my mother told me.
You might as well have a butler and an Uncle Fester if you want to keep this in the pet.
Funny you should mention.
Hear me whistle, and Dora comes back, sits on my shoulder again. But she's more vigilant now, basically looking for enemies.
Why would that be? Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Did you find the other door, Injap?
Yeah. I was about to open it, but then I heard you all doing things.
How are you?
Follow me. And I'll go to the door.
Yeah, you actually this is, let's see, nice door. You open it, and inside the air where the other one was more of an alcoholic preservative and the other one was more sulfury based, the other room, this has like an assortment of chemicals. And there's these long wooden tables stretching across the room. They're filled with vials, beakers, flasks, and they're all filled with all sort of liquids and powders. And there's books stacked between the glassware and the chemicals, and some yellow paper charts and blackboards full of complex formulas and drawings. That's seems like a real study laboratory thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I found a bar.
A bar, you say? And come running over.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of a bar, I guess.
Pretty sure all things happen if you drink it.
Well, now I know why you don't drink alcohol. Maybe it's because you don't understand the difference between this and a bar. And I'm gonna, again, look through all the books to see if there's anything that I could use as a spell book.
Make me an investigation check just to see.
Being reminded of why we're here, Inyap will look for books on dimensions and things like that.
Okay. Roll me an intelligence check or investigation for that, Injap.
I'll help for looking for.
Okay. You can roll with advantage or have a roll for yourself, as.
No.
Okay. That's not bad. So first of all, Haggis. So you look around this place looking for books, and there's some interesting things that you note right away, which is also something you would see in job. There's 4 clay figures in the middle of the room, and they range from like a rudimentary, barely humanoid shape to a small winged body. And it's almost so lifelike that it appears the real creature is merely asleep. And you can actually, based on these checks, you can probably ascertain that these were probably used to create the homunculi upstairs. This place. This is, and this is also something you can understand. These look very similar to the creatures upstairs, and these were like rough drafts. There's a lot of very valuable alchemical materials. I don't know if somebody trained alchemy or something like that, or knows. So it's pretty rare substances, and based on your roll, you see 2 vials that have this nice reddish liquid in it, which you've seen before, I guess. So you can do with that what you want. And Injab, looking around, looking for the symbols and dimensional stuff, you read the blackboard, and you can determine that this place was actually used to do a lot of research on transmutation, trying to transmute materials into gold. And based on all the burn marks and acid burns on the furniture, you probably understand that probably failed a lot of times, that more failures than success. But what you also find is this book with nothing on it except the letter B on the cover. And looking inside it, it's very similar to the other books you found. It's very same contents, but this time with the letter B.
I be waiting?
Just an encyclopedia set, or?
Oh, so it's the letter R, everything in the world under I, and everything in the world under B. Okay.
I'll just hand it to Rudy at the other one, right? Oh no,
the other one.
Yeah, I'll hand it to you.
No, I don't have it.
Does it appear to be like a copy of the same book? Like I opened the other one and I like compare the same page?
It's exactly it's exactly the same book. Different. Look, the outer cover looks different though. It's a green cover instead of a red one, but it has the same font of the unpleasant B, and the other one had the unpleasant I on the cover, and nothing else.
I'm gonna put it in my backpack and go. I think Etsy, you took damage, right? I saw you got hit at some point. I'll take one of the red liquid vials and put it in my pocket, and take the other one and go smell it and go, well, I think if you get hurt any worse, this might help you.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I think it's the right thing. Looks the right way.
You can add a potion of healing each to your in a vial. It's actually a vial, but it's acts as a potion of healing.
It's vial? Oh.
Each vial has a potion of healing, yeah. It's very condensed.
Do I find anything that I would deem good enough as a book material to be used as a spell book later on?
Not in this room, unfortunately.
Do I find any loose papers which suggest that, well, if I wanted to make one of the homunculi, would there be enough notes to try and attempt this?
There's a lot of notes. You probably need some time to study those, based if you can ascertain what the natures of these scribblings. But there's a lot of drawings and figures and explanations, so you can poke those if you want.
I'll just gather it up and keep it.
Okay.
We explore the rest of this house, or do we think we have enough?
Well, I mean, we have 2 books that basically have the same story in it. But he already has those.
So we don't really have anything.
Well, nothing new. I mean, we have the creatures, and I show the bag with the dead closet and the jar in it. I think he might be interested in this. And we could bring a whole lot of books. We can just bring random books.
I'll go back into the preservation room and I'll take a little sack and I'll put the tadpole and one of the animated hands.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. They look very severely damaged by rapier and / kicking and other stabby steps things, but yeah, no problem. You can grab those.
You said there were valuable chemicals in here.
Yep. Well, you don't know exactly.
I'm not an alchemist, but I would I.
You would probably. So it looks like.
Would I think to take it as seeing something I could sell, or would it be too little of it, or
make an intelligence check based on your Arcana? Do an Arcana check, but that's probably the same thing. Right? Yeah, looks pretty that's decently wrapped and looks interesting nonetheless. So you think this has some money in it?
I'll take anything that looks like it's rare, or the flask is nice or looks valuable.
Yeah, so just write in your inventory alchemy supplies from Vistandi as mentioned. And I'll tell you what the worth is the moment you try to sell it.
Or use it.
Or use it. Wow, that's an interesting thing as well.
Shall we check the upstairs as well? Just to be thorough.
Mm-hmm. I'll put you back on the map there.
Maybe we should have a look around. And if nothing else, I mean, at least Phil, when I take out the other bag that I still have, let's take as many books as we can. He might appreciate us, and we can make a second trip if necessary. But let's first look if we find a more direct reward for him.
Why is it not censoring? No. I thought shift set was censored, but apparently not. Yeah.
As we walk by the front door, quote unquote, is there a portal?
No, there's no portal, unfortunately.
Okay.
So as you see a room to a door to your north, and let me check if it's open or not, or opened. No, it's the door is closed at the moment.
Open it.
You open it, okay. So inside of this room contains a battered wooden mannequin and a weapon rack holding staffs and daggers. And this is like indigo tinted lights streaming through a window. The floor is stained and scorched, and at the far end of the room, a broom hovers in the air, sweeping the floor by itself.
I just shake my head, and I'll stand next to the door. Like,
What's a magic broom?
It's just sweeping the floor continuously.
That's useful.
Well, I mean,
burns floor.
And you see me run off through the hall towards the kitchen.
Which hole?
The whole way I'm running towards the kitchen.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. You, yes, master. What can I help you with? Yes, you want some more omelets?
We found a room that looks rather burnt with a flying broom in it. Is that your broom?
Oh no, that's just the cleaning broom. That's actually nice. We don't have to maintain it. Room. It cleans itself. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh. Would you mind if we borrowed it?
The broom?
Yeah.
I don't think it really likes to be leaving the room. I think it's happy with the orders it has, sweeping the place.
Okay. Is there any... Did the room seem like a bit burned? Is there anything we need to know about that room?
Oh, I think our Matreous Vistandia used it to try out her spells or attacks, and it's a practice room. She does a lot of practicing there.
And I'll go back to the group and say something in the lines of, I think the broom is stuck in this room or belongs to it, so I don't think we can take it. Might be dangerous practice room, so who knows if the dummy will come and attack us.
And it's just keep sweeping, nothing special.
Oh,
Close.
next room.
Next room. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Is there a next
And
room?
I'll continue on as you say that.
Um,
Not sure where the next room is. Oh.
there, you mean?
Yep.
Okay. Let's give me a second. I'll draw the. Yeah, so this is also a library, and tall shelves filled with books line the wall of rooms. Two more shelves run through the middle of the room with a 10-foot wide aisle between them, and several stacks of books are piled high throughout the room. There's a small reading desk with cozy scarlet chairs in the corners.
I'm just gonna walk in and see what. Again, I'm gonna look for a book because I'm looking for a new spell book.
Okay.
And anything, that is extremely valuable that we can borrow.
Look for dimension books.
Yeah, I'll help him this time. Let him roll it as he will.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second here. Yeah, before you roll the investigation. So Rudy, you're out of the room, right?
Yes, I'm at the door.
Yeah, at the door. So you're standing between. Injab and Haggis, you're standing between the shelves, and roll me dex save, please.
Me?
Sure.
Nice.
Or-
No, you're not in
the
between the
bookshelves.
shelves.
Yeah, if you're... No. So, Haggis, you see this this collapsing of the books in the middle, and you jump out, and Inja like, what? And you get hit with freestanding the bookshelf, and you are prone and restrained by the enormous heap of books lying on top of you. And next to you, of course, why not, right? A swarm of animated books, which previously was a stack, starts moving around, and it looks almost like a real creature at this point. And it starts attacking you guys. So, let's roll initiative.
Oh, 20, nice.
Serious music.
Oh, that's pretty serious. Yeah, okay, it's more scary.
We're a library.
That was the book smashing into.
Yeah.
One by one.
Let's see. Please roll initiative. Good for once. Nope.
Nope, you're pretty good for us.
Yeah. Descending. So. SC, you see this happening. What do you do?
I will take out a dart and I'll toss it at the swarm of books.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, actually, it has advantage in initiative. I'll roll again. No, it doesn't matter. No, never mind. Of course. Jesus.
22.
22, yeah, that hits. No problem.
3 points of piercing.
Nice.
And I will run up to it.
Yeah.
And this time I'll just like throw a punch.
Yeah, it is. That hits. Nice.
And another 3.
Nice. Okay. You clobber the books. And at some point it's a turn and one of the covers gets ripped off. Okay. Haggis, what do you do?
I'll roll a deck save for Dora first, because I forgot that.
Alright.
I assume she also had to roll it.
Yeah, she does it, yes. It's,
Did it take any damage from the shelf?
No, no, it's actually just, it's not too bad. It's just prone to restraints.
That's good for your familiar.
Yep.
She's buried underneath the books.
Yep.
So I'm gonna dig her out. Or actually, yeah, I'm gonna dig her out. That's my action.
Yeah, so, make a strength save, see a strength check to see if you can try to get her out.
10.
No, you get further and you see her there, but you feel like if you're pulling on her, you probably hurt her at this point. So not quite there yet. Sorry. Dora is there. She can make let's see, a strength check to get herself out.
Aha.
No. Pretty good roll though. It's wow. If it wasn't for the -4. Yeah, unfortunately she's still restrained. Injap, you can maybe easier for you. You're prone restrained. You make a strength check.
You'll hear him rumble and I'll rage. And then make my strength check, which will be with advantage because I'm raging.
Of course. Angry now.
Why is it not rolling with advantage?
Roll another kind.
I thought I did but
never mind. Roll. Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Thanks for your rage. You no problem. You free yourself.
That's my action problem, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You're free from the action, but you can have yourself your movement. Have your movement at least if you want to get up.
I'll get up and get ready to hit the books.
Okay.
Which really goes against all I want to do. But
Yeah.
which is part why I'm raging, because I don't want to destroy books.
Don't want to remember.
Yeah, so it actually has to move in. It has no real range. It has to move in your. So it will occupy your. You surrounded with moving move, Etsy, since you dealt damage to it, and it will hit you with Book Club for 99. So that probably misses, right? Right?
For 9, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's... Oh man, I roll so shitty, man. Rudy, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Physics Mockery at it.
Okay. Do I make a save or something?
Wisdom save, sorry.
And what kind of magic is that for my...
It's psychic magic.
Psychic, okay.
Damage, at least.
Okay, 12?
13, you fail.
13. No, 12, I fail, yeah. Yeah, so what happens?
I'll yell, I have books who are smarter than you at home.
Okay. That's
roll for damage.
Super vicious.
Yes.
For psychic damage. You sense
it
that
has disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Okay. Yeah, it has immunity from psychic damage, so it doesn't affect the books at all. No, unfortunately. So, but there's a disadvantage on the next attack roll, so just what I needed.
Yeah, you're rolling so good. So
you'll see. This is the one time you roll a 20.
Probably, right? Yeah. Essie, you're surrounded by books.
I'm just like wailing with my staff, like trying to like punch it out of slap it out of the air.
Yeah, do it. That hits.
4. Jesus, I'm rolling
Nice.
well on damage.
Nice, man. You actually get to roll for damage.
With that, I'm just gonna elbow a book flying, or try to elbow a book flying by.
Yeah, this hits. Nice.
For 6 points.
Jeez, you're getting to town on this. Okay.
You need to stop
Haggis.
using your staff.
Haggis, what do you
do? Yeah, I'm still trying to dig out Dora.
Yeah, do you try to dig out Dora or actually lift the entire bookcase
Just dig her out.
Okay, roll a strength check again.
13.
That's just what you needed to get her out. So Dora is freed.
Hooray!
So it's Dora's turn.
Or
did you want to move? Sorry.
Nah, I'm just fine there. Dora's gonna fly at the books and try to catch one in the air, but let go of it, and then goes and sits in a corner, the opposite corner.
Sure.
Helping whoever's next.
And that's in Jap.
Alright. Yeah. Can I hit the books without hurting Esri?
I'll have to. You roll for that. So see. First roll attack roll, and
I'm raging, so I'm just gonna with advantage because of Dora. So the smashing.
Okay. Roll me like a d20, a 10 or higher, 10 or lower. You or everything below 10, you also hit SC with that.
Okay, the 11 damage is 13 because of rage.
Oh, nice.
I'm out.
Yeah,
so kill your teammate.
Yeah, both the books and SC are out.
2 points more, and I would have been dead.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but how do you want to? Yeah, 2 kills in 1 shot. So how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I mean, he is just taking his hammer and going full out because he's raging. Sparks are almost blurring his vision, and as soon as he hears like bones crashing instead of paper, like look back to, I guess.
Oops. Okay.
Anyone help?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on
Nice.
on you.
Oh
There we
wow, that's pretty nice.
Nice.
I'll take out some herbs and like chew it in my mouth and like strap it in your throat and like force let you swallow.
Yeah.
That's my Cure Wounds. That's how I do it.
You're back on 10.
That's how I do it.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's how we do.
Yeah, lovely when you're so conscious.
And for the as you bury me out from the books, you'll see the hood has fallen back, and you actually see my face, and it's slightly green. It's completely bald, and you did notice that my eyes had a slight purplish kind of color.
No.
He's kind of shaking still with his hammer up as he sees your face.
It's okay. You killed him once. It's okay. I think he's a good guy. I mean, he's the one who told me not to steal.
You're okay, Mr. Monk?
Just puts on a shaking thumb. It's like, and it's like staff getting back up, like putting the hood back, and then just nods, not saying anything.
And he just walks out of the room.
You took it like a champ. I thought you would have some crushed bones there, but looks like it was nothing serious.
I'll live.
Okay. And I'm gonna continue with my original plan of finding my spellbook. Going through these piles of books, just looking for anything that has blank pages that can be used as a...
Roll me an investigation check, actually. If you go to all the books here.
10. It's a bit of a master room.
You see all these books are actually more less focused on the miniatures or converting stuff to gold. This is more general knowledge books, subjects like arcana, science, religion, astrology, planet travel, some poetry as well, mythology, and some folk tales. There's actually nothing spellbooky. You do see a nice jeweled letter opener.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, so you can add jeweled letter opener, and it's worth 20 gold pieces. So it's nice to know.
I had a 14 for looking for books on either planar travels or brewing or distilling.
So you actually find a couple of books on planar travels. I will get you the titles when we are there, but they're there. Actually, I think 4 of them actually, depending on all the different details of how to travel between certain planes and description of the cosmos and all the existing planes, and there's a lot of information there to address. And there's actually one book. It's more not specifically brewing only, but more applications of barley and hops and stuff like that, and what dishes you can make with it. Also beers. So it's not just brewing, but it contains a chapter about brewing. And based on that roll, so you rolled a 14, right? You said. You also see another book which fits the description of the other books you found. This time with a nice R on the title and the cover.
I'll take one of the poetry books.
Yeah, I'll give you a title for that book as well.
Yep, slowly walks back into the room towards Ezzy. And just apologies, Ezzy.
You can see he's like flinching away from you. Like...
I did not mean to do that. I was going for the books, but...
See, he like slowly nods. Like...
When I get in that state, I not in full control. Again, sorry.
He just bows slightly and just still like leaning a bit away from you, but he like nods.
Right. You see in his face that Inia wants to say something else, but he doesn't, and just walks off. So.
Right.
Okay.
What was the letter on this version?
There was an R.
R.
There's a door to the left here, to the west, if you want to leave the library. Also, in the hallway, there's a door to the west.
Yeah, I'll go to the door, open it, and whistle, and Dora flies onto my shoulder again.
Okay.
Well, we found one with an A on it as well, right? Where did we find that?
I found R, B, and I.
Oh yeah, the B. Where did we find the B?
Downstairs.
Downstairs, yeah. In the lab. The I was in the library here, the first library. Or the study where we found the secret door as well. I'm gonna step outside. Or into the room, or whatever it is.
It's actually a very nice patio with nice flagstones, dark gray flagstones, and you have a nice view of all the swirling indigo purplish miasma enclosing the mansion. There's not a lot here to see.
I take out some rations and just flick some food or some rations into the mist just to see what happens.
Mm-hmm. You throw in the rations and they disappear in the mist, but you don't know how far it got. Nothing reacts with it.
Yeah.
Are we like outside or are we like on a?
Yeah, it's like patio. You have a wall, like for you, it's almost like
the house.
The wall's probably just you have to stand on your toes to just look over. But for normal sized people, you can actually it's like a nice balcony kind of thing.
What does the outside of the house look like?
Like a nice mansion. It's like not exuberant or extravagant, but nice stonework. Nice country house.
I'm gonna sit down and draw a map of all the rooms that we've been through.
Yeah, you can see the map on the screen.
Actually, you're probably gonna sit in the library at one of the little desks and start drawing a little map just as a reminder of where we've been.
Mm-hmm.
Want to head upstairs?
I go in and along with the slat, tadpole, and the hand, I'll toss in one of the what used to be the animated books in with the pile.
Yeah, and the books are they kind of loose-ish in the moment. It's late. It's not bookish anymore. But yeah, Do in-job. Make a perception check for me, by the way. No, nothing. No. So you start moving back to the stairs?
Yeah, I'll confer the rest if we are going, but...
Yeah, if you wait long enough, I'll show up.
Start heading up.
Haggis, make a perception check for me as well. And Rudy as well, if you're standing there.
I'm not very good at perception.
Nothing. No?
Is there a portal?
No, there's actually no portal. Rudy, what you do here, by the way, is that there's some laughing coming from this side. Or from, sorry. From...
There's?
I have to move to the right layer. From this side. There's some laughter, giggling. But you can continue upstairs. In-job, you going upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put you on the steps here. Everybody's following. Haggis, Dora, Rudy, and I'll put SC as well somewhere in the back here. And yeah. So let's see what this place is. You will the landing on top of the stairs. You see the suit of armor holding a long sword pointing down, and it sits upon a wooden stand in front of a large window. That's the thing you notice when you.
I don't see anything on the map.
Oh, sorry. You don't see anything on the map?
I see the stairs. See the light on the stairs, but I'm above the stairs and I don't see anything else.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay.
Now I see it.
Yeah. So you're sort of landing overview, and let's see. There's some doors here. There's a door here to the west, and there is a door here to the east. Yeah.
I'm gonna move over to the It's like, was it like a statue with like holding a real longsword? Or is it just a statue?
Make an investigation check. Make an investigation check. So this actually is clearly decorative armor standing on top of like a thing, but it's the long swords and helmets look pretty genuine and pretty good quality.
I'll take the sword.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'll take the helmet if it looks real. Like
animated armor. Roll for initiative.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Take the sword. No, okay.
Hey, I like the paranoia sets in. That's good. Who has a passive perception of 13 or higher?
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Okay. People. Yes. So in-job, you see.
Not very perceptive.
You see light coming from the floorboards above you.
Laura has a passive perception of 13.
Okay. Well, she sees that as well then. And based on that perception, you actually see there's a trapdoor above the armor, in the sense that like you can go into the attic, kind of thing.
Oh, interesting, guys. I'll start opening it up.
Yeah, you go to the attic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. With my 14 passive perception, I have the highest passive perception of our party.
You have the highest.
Yes,
perception.
you do.
This is gonna be great, guys. 14.
We're gonna miss all the secret doors.
If it wasn't for the +1 on everything, mine would have been 13, one lower as well. So it's like...
it'd still be higher than mine.
Great.
shit stats. So.
Do any of you want
Yeah, that's true. You got shit stats. Yeah.
big sword? Or a helmet? Looks fine.
I wouldn't mind a sword. Might actually use my shield sometime then, if I have it.
I'll give you the long sword.
Alright.
Might be magical, but you know.
I
don't know.
Long sword. That.
Let's see.
Equipment.
Give me a second. What? Very confusing this. This it reads very weird.
It's not written in common.
Yeah, it's very weird. Yeah. You get. I don't have a map for that directly. You come in this very stuffy, large attic above you, and let's see here. What? The map doesn't make any sense. Give me a second. I'm reading it wrong. Attic. Sorry. There's no light coming from. I misunderstood. There's an attic above it, and actually there's no light coming from here. So you open the attic, and it's actually completely empty. So nothing interesting here. Sorry, I misled. It's very weird dead end here.
I mean, if it's okay.
You run up.
Yes.
So you run up and down the attic, and there is it's not covering the entire length of the building, but it's based on what you where you're running. There's nothing to be gained here.
I'll relay that information and have the others open other doors, I guess.
It's empty, I guess. And I'll
the thing is, you can what you can do in this attic. So even though it's totally empty, you can run actually across the entire building, and you can try to look down through the floorboards into the rooms below. So that's an option.
I don't think I would initially do that.
I'm opening a door.
Yeah.
Which one?
At the top of the stairs, I think there was a door.
Yeah, there's one to the east and one to the west.
Yeah, that would be east
This one or
east.
just okay.
East at the top of the stairs, just right there.
Okay, that makes sense. You open it. Yeah, there's a small hallway with a door again to the east and a door to the south.
I'll take this south door. Open it. That's the far door.
More doors. So you open the door, and each door has this pleasant parlor, a scarlet armchair, reading table piled high with books, and there's this nice fire burning in the fireplace, and swords sitting in a rack above the fireplace, and the heads of various animals mounted on the wall.
I'll step into the room.
Of course. So. Yeah. You step in the room. Actually, nothing really happens. You look around, and it's a very nicely decorated room. It's very cozy. The thing
I'm gonna look at all the animal heads.
Yeah, the thing you do notice that the fire is purely an illusion and nothing really, no heat emanates from it. So you look at the fire heads of the heads, and there is this stag, a wolf, Brighton, I don't know what it is, a hellhound, and a black wormling. And you make a perception check.
Perception. No. I made one.
Yeah. Well, these are very impressive animals to be caught here. And, yeah.
Why do people always feel the need to?
And who did the investigation?
Feel innocence.
The investigation was for what again? Sorry, I forgot. My short-term memory is sick.
That was last room, I think.
That
was the armor.
Yeah, right. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. It seemed like that is pretty bad, and I pointed the hellhound. But yeah, I mean, like Pet Dora. I don't know. Like people are so aggressive towards animals.
Yeah, people looking at the heads can make a perception check as well to see if they can ascertain something.
The fireplace wasn't real fire, right?
Nope.
Can I check if there's anything inside of it?
Make an investigation roll. Essie, so Essie, you've seen more fantastic creatures. These are clearly fakes. These are not real heads from real animals. And Inja probably would have, if you took more time, you probably with your animal insights, you probably would have known. But these are clearly not the animals you're looking for. Inside the fireplace, there's nothing of any interest.
I'll get Dora to take the swords off the wall, since I assume it's too high for me to get to.
Yeah, you get Dora, and you can all roll for attack. It is initiative, yay! Because
but I accept
swords
to happen with the last sword.
Yep, the swords come flying off the wall.
Oh.
Initiative. They do have. They'll take an advantage, surprise attack on Dora, of course, since she tried to. Well, one of the swords is, the other one just. They both together. They'll do it. Let's roll for the undersword first initiative. Let's sword descending. Oh, it's actually first. Let's say this sword will have its turn first then. It will attack Dora. Please roll good for a change. Nope.
Very bad rolling?
Nope.
Why? I mean...
Why? Don't kill my fowl.
I will say the other sword will still have one surprise round. The other one took it, and 10. Does that hit?
11 is AC.
Ah, nice. Okay, well, good for you. Rudy, you're up. You're seeing this happening from across the room.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna walk in. 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna. It's in front of me. 1 second. It's. Yes, I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave. And like I'm positioned now on the map. So I should only hit the 2 swords, I think, and not Dora and her master.
I'm unaware where you're standing at the moment. I can see you.
Next to
You
me.
can't see my token?
It's weird again. So your token doesn't update for me. Okay, there you are. Yeah.
I'm moving on a slight angle. So
No, but I mean, Haggis still standing on Dora's place for one weird reason or not. Okay, never mind. Now it's updated. Yeah. Yeah, you thunder wave, and that does what?
It does 5 damage and pushes them back 10 yards, but they really can't be pushed back.
How does Thunder Wave work if you throw it towards a wall?
That was I was wondering too, because
Is it bouncing back?
Because
it's 15 feet. So.
It's 15 feet, yes. That's a good question. Does it come back in our faces?
Can you click a spell? Because I have no. I have to read the spell. Oh, there it is.
The 15-foot cube.
No, I would.
It doesn't say anything that it reflects.
No, it just doesn't.
No, it doesn't reflect, I think.
It
it
destroys
does
all the chairs and everything, but...
Yeah, it removes everything.
You could do a saving throw, Constitution.
Consafe, it's not very consafe. Let's see, you roll good, 15, and the other one rolls 11.
Yeah, one makes it, one fails, so
Okay.
5 for one and 2 for the other.
Okay. Let's see, I'll mark them as blue and reds, and the one this one is -5, this one -2. Yeah.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast my last Bardic Inspiration on Injab.
Okay. Yeah. And that's makes it to Injab's turn, right?
Actually, Haggis is first.
Sorry. Yes, you're right.
I'll attack the blue sword.
Yeah, the blue sword that got hit the most, yeah.
That's a regular attack with my rapier, 16.
Misses.
Misses?
Yep.
I see.
Take out my dagger and try to stab with that.
Stabbed. Yeah, that hits. You stabbed the sword.
22. And that does get sneak attack, but it doesn't get my... So it's 4 damage.
Yeah. 4 damage. Okay.
Do you have 2-weapon fighting that you attack twice, or?
No, yeah, you can use it as a bonus action, but you don't get the bonus. That's why the damage is incorrect.
Yeah.
You're wielding 2 weapons.
I don't have 2-weapon fighting. That's why the bonus is incorrect.
Oh, I was about to say, because you can't do that with a rapier.
Yeah, the second one was a dagger. Oh,
no,
yeah,
but both weapons have to be light.
Yes,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't stab with a dagger.
Yeah.
It's kind of like... You would think a rapier is a light weapon, but it is not.
I would think.
A rapier is actually heavier than a longsword.
It's one of the heaviest swords there is in use.
Yeah.
It looks very light. It's not.
It looks light, but...
Well, sorry, Haggis, your dagger attack is cancelled out.
Yeah, misses.
Injab, it's your turn then.
Yeah, move up to here and attack the red sword.
Yeah, hit it.
With my
Moret. No, sorry, man.
Well, that will definitely miss. That's my turn.
Well, finally, I get a turn. Let's see.
twice.
Let's see. The blue one will attack Rudy for long short attack, 15.
That hits.
And it still doesn't roll damage. It's so weird. I'll roll it manually. 1d8 plus 1.
Don't roll max damage because then I'm down.
No, it's actually minimal 3. And it's turn, it will keep in place. Etsy. Sorry, I want to say Etsy.
Gonna run up, and in the run, I'm gonna push off the wall, put a hand on the shell, and just jump over him, and
Nice.
take a swing at the red sword with my quarterstaff.
Do it.
Can two-handed. 11. I'm assuming that misses.
But you'll probably hit with your kick again, so that's your.
And yeah, I'm gonna try and kick the sword.
Oh no, sorry man. That sucks. Dora.
Had all our good rules.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna give advantage to whoever attacks the red sword by using its help action, and then it flies off to sit in the chair.
Makes sense. Flying sword. He is blue. No. Sorry.
Against
it's
red.
Red one. Yeah. The red one will try to attack. Let's see who actually did damage to it. Not Etsy, not I think Haggis, you're the only one that did damage to it. So it's gonna.
I didn't do any damage.
Haggis didn't do any damage either. None of us did.
Thunderwave did.
Thunderwave did damage.
Oh yeah, but it's already Rudy is already. I'll roll 1d3 for you. See what who's the lucky one. It's going to be Injab, so that's probably good for you because his highest DC.
He's just the highest AC and hit points probably.
13. Well, still misses probably.
Misses. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Rudy, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the blue sword.
Okay.
And then my tongue is sharper than any sword. Sharper, sorry.
Oh.
It also very immune to psychic damage, the sword, unfortunately.
No, I don't
but
need it all for damage.
it will probably. Does it still get the disadvantage on? No, right? Okay. Well,
Doesn't it?
I don't know.
It's immune to the attack if it's
Yeah.
immune to psychic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So then probably I probably did it wrong the last time. Shouldn't.
I don't know.
Somebody look it up for me.
Or poison, that's not how it works, because you can, yeah. I don't know. DM's choice, I guess. I don't think it specifically says in the book. I'll stab the red sword. See if I can hit if I have advantage.
Yeah.
21.
That hits.
13 points of damage.
How much damage? 13?
13, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you. The red one's one? Or the blue one? What? The red one?
Red.
You heard it pretty bad. Yeah.
Red rum.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say it will attack with disadvantage. Injab, what do you do?
Yeah, sure. I was just. Yeah, just try and hit it.
Sure.
Again. Well,
Yeah, that hits.
20 to hit, 8 damage.
To destroy the red sword.
Alright. Moving up to the blue one.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, the flying sword will try to hit Haggis this time. Long sword attack. 21.
21 hits.
Surprisingly, yeah, at level 1 at 21 hits.
That's so 5 damage to you.
Okay.
And it will stay in place. Let's see.
Gonna jump on top of the shell.
Yep.
And just whack at the sword.
Do it.
Oh, not at the turtle?
You know. Hits.
19.
Hits.
6 points of damage.
Nice.
And I will then drop down one hand on the shell, like spin around, kick it, and then jump behind him again because I can't end my turn in his space.
Sure.
And because I'm more focused about getting away, apparently, I miss
Looks very fancy. You missed the sword though, unfortunately. Dora, standing in the corner. Flying in the corner, I mean. Dora does nothing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Dora flies up and
Claws
at the sword and flies away again.
Nice. Yeah. Rudy, and probably with advantage, right? For the help action.
Correct.
Okay, let's go rapier attack.
Oh, not Thunder Wave? Yeah, that just hits. That barely, it does really hit, and not just, yeah. A rapier attack, yeah.
8 piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Like, I take my rapier and like... Still surprised, but how could he not be insulted by my insult earlier? And like, and I'll just jab it as hard as with frustration, as I can into the hilt of the sword.
Nice. And you see it crumbles into a pile of nothing after that. So with that actually being defeated in the room, I will say after looking through the room, you'll find another book with the letter. The letter Y.
To the collection.
Yeah, the Y. So,
Why?
And with that, I also want to end tonight's session. The first session of Candlekeep. We didn't finish one book yet, so hopefully we can. It's not a lot to go through anymore, but still some interesting twists. You haven't found out how you would leave.
That's a minor issue that we need to resolve.
Yeah,
there is no issue.
The portal will automatically, right? So
I think Haggis found heaven. You can just eat and eat and eat, and you don't need to do anything other than eat. It's interesting.
You
can read books all day about all sorts of stuff, and
Inyap might actually join you.
Okay,
this is not a bad prison.
Hey man, end for campaign.
Food and things to read.
So we can start with a new team next section, so no problem.
At some point, someone is probably going to show up in here.
Who knows? Right. But it's fun, guys. I really liked the dynamic.
It was nice.
A lot of battles, a lot of adventure, a lot of puzzles. Still have to sharpen up a bit for the puzzles, I think.
Yes.
Like, why didn't they say the word scepter out loud? Like, nope. Okay, well, they go back.
No, I didn't.
Nope.
One person didn't.
Then I went
and nobody's like, let's read the book or something. Like, no, that's he read it. It's okay.
No, I mean, that would be.
As he doesn't know or care much about magic or books.
Learning.
And you went to Candlekeep.
Great place. That was fun. I love it. I love to see how it ends up everything. So thanks.
All right.
Let's see what the next. So probably the next session is going to be Wednesday. But I think one of you couldn't make it then, or something, or not, or
next week. Yeah, maybe.
If it's more than one, then it's get cancelled. But I also want to see when you want to finish your story.
So what next Wednesday, not tomorrow Wednesday?
No. Tomorrow Wednesday was not an option for.
Wednesday, you mean?
Yeah. Now today Wednesday. Because next week Wednesday I have a work thing.
June 1st was so it's like we can still play this, or you can finish up your campaign.
Yeah, we have a 2-day work thing, so I suspect I'll be home, but I'm not sure at what time.
Okay,
might be late.
I'm gonna go, guys, because I'm falling asleep here.
We'll discuss what we'll do.
We'll discuss in chat.
Because the kind of thing is we're in middle of combat with the one shot as well. So if someone's missing, that's also going to be a weird
Yep.
thing. Because it's
That's-
quite heavy combat, so if we're missing one of the members, it's gonna be.
Yep, that's true.
So either someone's gonna play that character, or which might also be difficult because it's high level.
Let's postpone until we can all be there. Okay.
Here's a weird ass paladin build. Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not too straightforward.
We might.
I'll be back next week, but then I have a company trip to Sweden,
Nice.
where I will be home. I will be home on the 8th, but I don't know exactly at what time I'll be back.
I might
But
just
I'm there
play
for the- I'm there
Candlekeep
for the
next week
first.
then, and see.
I'm there
So
for the first if we're playing, and I might be home in time to play on